Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Definitely. Good afternoon, all the viewers listening and watching the number one program and YouTube. I've been watching some of the videos too. Very interested and informative, and stuff that you have to think. Allows gives you an opportunity to think. So I'm happy to be here.
Welcome everyone. Welcome. It's showtime. It's showtime, people. Hope that everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing all right. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, people. Thanks for tuning in. You know what I mean? So, how is everybody doing? Yeah, it's the day after the big win from the Reggae Boyz. Yeah, man, a big win, man. Of course, 3 points, a big win, man. Yeah. So, Reggae Boyz into the quarterfinals, people. Yeah, man. A game in hand or a game to spare. Still into the quarterfinal. The last game against Costa Rica is to really determine who we will play, whether United States or Canada, because by virtue of how things stands right now, they are through to the quarterfinals as well. Yeah, yeah, man. Big up on yourself, people. So we're gonna discuss that, and of course, I know that even though we're into the quarterfinals, the people out there are not too pleased with what is happening in terms of the play, in terms of what team starts or what player starts. You know what I mean? So we have to discuss that and more. Yeah. So I want to put up on a video that I have here. Hold on, let me see this. Yeah, man, we can do that first. All right, yeah, man, I want to put up on a video, but when I played the video the last time, somebody said that some screens let you share audio. All right, may I try set up the thing so when follow the right channel, follow, yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, I see the thing, you know. Okay, people, may I try share one of the videos that was sent to us by Dre Anywhere. You know, of course, Dre part of the panel. Man, Qatar in Orlando. Yeah. So may I try see if I can start it out. Yeah, man, may I try get it up. Hold on, let me want to play it phone, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, so hope everybody good, you know. I'm ready if you have a great night tonight, yeah? So while that come up, let me check out some of the comments. Big up to the Facebook people as well. Big up to the Facebook massive. Yeah. Otis Buckley, welcome. JPS, big up yourself. Jason Ferran, welcome, my brethren. Man's not hot. Big up yourself. Fresh God, check in. Who else in our building? We have Alex Reid. What on, Alex? DJ Liverpool. Top 10, big up. Andrew Hines. Mikey Ballin. Andrew Chambers, big up. On the start of the foolish. Mark Chambers, what go on? Yeah, man, that we're going to discuss, Mark. Leroy Anderson. Jamaica want to play Canada, US. Why? We don't even know, you know. It's a hostage gone. That's a felony. Andrew Chambers. Yeah, man, we have said that long time, you know. Alright. Big up yourself, Chevron. Big up yourself. Yeah, man, we try to do that, you know. That means we have to be better than. Alright, Leon Anderson. Chano. Comment the jump left, Mr. Alright, Mikey Ballin. Big up yourself. J Web in our building. Big up. Shatta is here. Have no fear. Jason. Mark. I put in the like already. Yeah, man, people, you know, so as I jump on and if you like up the live, you know. Yeah, man. Football in 90, what go on? Miss Doreen Brown, how are you doing? Thank you very much, Doreen. Thanks for the support, man. Can vouch for Doreen, you know, every night she debut once the live pop up, Doreen is here. Romardina, big up yourself. Leroy Anderson. 3-0 so far for Qatar. You know, so me should have watched the game they do. Carlington Club, big up. Young ne. J Pearson I building. Shot a drop. Something already. 6 points after 2 games. Best results so far. You mean? Damian McGregor. All of the people them in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone. Like up the live, people. Of course, you know the golden rule. Like up the live, like up the live. Yeah, man. Thanks to the persons who have been subscribing to the channel. Atlantis Director, big up yourself. So like you new know Atlantis. Just gonna ask you a favor just to hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends. Yeah? And if you're in here and you have not subscribed yet to the channel, it's easy. You just go on the channel page, hit the red button, turn it from red to gray. Yeah. Because the people them say them need gray. Yeah, you know? Alright, so alright, people, you're one of the fun are the supporters of the coaches desk, I say. Ready?
Hey, Reggae Boyz fans, this is Dre here with Drake Anywhere the Sports. So we have a special guest here. We want to give a shout out to our favorite sports YouTube channel.
Hey, Coach's Dad's family.
Let me play that again, people. Let me share that again.
Hey, Reggae Boyz fans, this is Dre here with Drake Anywhere the Sports. So we have a special guest here. We want to give a shout out to our favorite sports YouTube channel.
Hey, Coach's Dad's family.
Alright, so big up coming from our special patron there. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Dre and the team out there putting in the hard work, traveling up and down, ensuring that, you know, we get some footage for the match. Shatta, don't ask who that, you know. Don't ask who that. It's just a support of the coaches desk, you know. And Jay ensure say we get a shout out, you know. And everybody get the shout out, you know. Because the coaches desk family should big up, you know. Yeah, man, big up, big up, big up. So yeah, man, we see the comments running in. Yeah, so let's get into it, people, because you know, me yeah, man, really and truly, we have to give credit. We have to give credit to the Reggae Boys. I mean, 2 from 2, scoring 4 goals, only letting in 1 through our own goal. So all in all, it's a tidy start, pretty good, decent start from the boys. In terms of you're entering a tournament, you're in the first part of the tournament, yeah, and definitely you want to ensure that you have grabbed 3 points, and to go 2 from 2, that's a big thing for the Reggae Boys. And of course, you know, we big them up same way. Big up the ballers them. Big up the ballers them and watch a thing. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So 2 from 2, that's a big ask. So when I check out the thing, we have W's, yeah? Double square. So that's a big thing. When we look at the other aspect of the game now, that's where we're going to be having a challenge. Yes, Balakar, big up yourself. Yeah, that's where we're going to be having issues, because we're not really pleased with how we see things happening. Yeah, and I was saying to somebody, you know, so when they come on to a man who just watch the thing, different from when you know that you have supporters. Yeah. So when you look at these people who follow football right short, hardened fans, diehearted supporters. Yeah, man, you have to, yeah. The people expect nothing less than great performance. We have to also take into consideration that football and sports, it has an element to it that is called entertainment, and it is important that that aspect of it is taken care of. Yes, we know the coach doing his thing. He's second in line. He's on course to join the great Rene Simoes as the man with the best record for the Reggae Boys. So Coach Whitmore is on the verge of making history, and he can also surpass that. You know what I mean? So Coach Whitmore sitting in a very good space. The Mr. Dimension, big up yourself, man. Respect and manners for that super chat. Early out. Yeah, man. So we tend to give Coach Whitmore a hard time because we expect excellence. We expect greatness. You know what I mean? And it's not to say that the fans are hard to please. It's because the fans want to see excellence. You understand? And Whitmore is one of the coaches that you'd say is a pragmatist. He's a pragmatic type of leader because he wants result, and he has been getting the results over the years. You know what I mean? So I know persons are not too in any liking with what is happening, especially the system and the style of play. When persons really see that what you call it, when persons saw that system that the boys were going to employ, 4-4-2, everybody in their family were upset with that. Yeah? Because they were wondering what sort of antiquated style of thing that they are coming up with. You know what I mean? It seems like there was a conundrum, or there is a conundrum in the team. Yeah? Because this was like a big thing for the fans out there. Trust me, persons are not pleased with what is happening, and we are learning that, you know, things might not seem right, especially where the team is concerned. It not look pretty because, you know, but we don't really want to pressure the team. Cause remember I said the bridging them watch the thing, you know. We don't really want to hit them can right in the middle of a competition. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Yeah. But let's see how it goes. Let me take some of the comments. Let me take some of the comments. Mr. Balakar drop a comment. Natty Congo, big up yourself. Blessings coaches and the coaches family, wherever they are. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Mr. Andre Blake, a goat. Yeah, man, one of the best round town, man. Trust me. Shamar. Yeah, we could say he had a off day, you know. But Balakar, in reality still, you know, is really the goal that Shamar score. Make it look like he had a good game in the first game, you know. Trust me, no, Balakar. So we understand the hashtag thing as a one Jamaica, one team, but based on how things look, it's seemingly not a one team thing I go on. One Jamaica, one team. It seems like it's a Yardman diaspora team. Yeah? And that really I go on. I really like that. Dante Dan, big up yourself. Nicoy James, welcome on. Big up. God bless you. Jamaica national team always play like that on the top of no ball movement or organization. Alright. Qatar is a joke team with Gennett. Yeah, man, me say them are lead 3-0 already. Shaquille is sharing his point of view that he want Tapa out. I'm not certain if that is a good thing to do right now as we speak. You know what I mean? Don't think that is a good thing to do right now. Shamarnika's cousin is playing for Qatar, it seems. They say my miss chances, Lee Young. Whitmore must go get education. What is really education, Dr. Joyful? Because a man where have him look about juice business, a man educated in that, and him can't tell everything about that, you know. Yeah? Oh, that man ain't rich no reach over here, is it? You better mind what you no man, we not rush thing, Pep. If I saw we win the World Cup, I will be satisfied. Yeah, man. Certainly. Yes, Stretch God. Big up to the people them who has been, you know, supporting the thing without you know, commenting in the comment section. Marlon Morris saying what we think about the 3-4-3 based on the midfield issues. I think they tried that a bit against Serbia. I think it worked. So, but at this juncture, it's gonna be very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah. So that is a situation where that is concerned. What will they say when we beat Croatia? No, brother, but Grey Mister. Grey Mister? What Grey Mist? Balakar. Balakar, you have to be objective, you know. You know, for those are just a talk a miss like that, you know. Because at the same time, Gray got a little time and a chance was created. Yeah, you know, more really want to touch the point that too. People, I drop a video today, you know, and people are going to tell me that Jamaica never create a chance. Oh, we not for create a chance and we get so many attempts at goal. Even with a depleted midfield, chances were created because we're going through the wide channels. Yeah. So me not understand that. More somebody talk to me about that because somebody tell me say Jamaica not create no chances and only one chance Bowser miss. Me not understand. Probably me never did a see well or me turn on my face and never see chances then. You see what I said? Balakar, yeah, say one Jamaica, one team, you know, and it look like yeah talk about, you know. I don't know anything about football, just started listening and watching. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Doreen. Really appreciate that. Nicole James, what happens to playing Maggie? I'm not sure, you know. All right, you see, if I were in that position, Nicole, this is what I'd do. Shatta say 442 was a result of bad luck, COVID, and immigration issues. Me not agree with that, Shatta. You know why? I lost my central attacking midfielder. Yeah? In my team, I have two more of those people sitting on the bench. Yeah? And you have to tell me, say, me change the formation. It is telling me if that happens, then that is telling me that somebody that is starting in the team, they don't want to drop that person. You understand? They don't want. So that's why the whole adjustment to the formation, because I wouldn't change it. Yeah. So Shatta, I would just put in a Maggie or a Devon Williams in the center role there. But we are yet to know why Maggie is not playing. It was a brilliant move to start Corey Burke, but if I'm starting Corey Burke, then the team probably short still. The coaches need to take Shamar aside for special finishing practices, increase his conversion rate. But people, Cataract came on the show, you know. Cataract came on the show and told us that the man was missing a whole lot in training. He must sky the ball and all of them something there. Cataract told us. You understand? And Balakar, Boza, scoring the goal in the first match, kind of clouded our eyes to his type of how he was playing. In my estimation, he didn't have a good game. But I would give him the benefit of the doubt because he scored and start him in the second game. But after first half and 60 minutes gone, 70 minutes gone, 80 minutes gone, I still have him on. Oh God, man. If I'm doing that, then I don't mean the ball and no good. Because I keep him on to continue to embarrass himself. You get what I say? And I know coaches can have special bond with their players, you know. Yeah? But I tell my players and whoever I coach, listen, it's when I work time, it's a business time. Me and nobody and a friend. Yeah? No friend thing no come when time the ball a roll or the feet them up on the track. No friend. You understand? So I don't like that situation where the player was. It's like somebody say he was held hostage on the field because he wasn't doing anything, and him is like him can't. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Definitely. So basically, the coach probably should have a one-on-one. It doesn't even really need to put him on the field to practice and all of that, because as we said, from in the practice we understand that he was missing a whole lot of shots, goals. So it probably would need a little one-on-one. Probably some things are happening in his head or some vibe in the place. He could be having family issues that is affecting his game. There's no confidence and all of that. So it is, yeah, Jason. Barring the goal in the first game, he wasn't doing much. So people should understand that. So if, like I was saying, if I was the coach, may I take him one side and talk to him. You can't. He's a very talented player, and good player now. So if you constantly put him in a situation like this and allow him to fail, his confidence is gonna go down, because when he plays bad, the fans and the diehard supporters, the radical supporters of the football, they are going to be mad. We understand that a whole lot of things were hailed at the player, at the coach, because of decisions like these. You understand? It's difficult, man. This player is gonna need back his confidence, and the coach or the manager or the sports psychologist has to get back into this, talk to the player, and try to work something out. Because from what happened, trust me, confident I go down. And probably the coach are going to start him back to say, all right, give him another chance. And then if you don't start him, in confidence I go down more and more. So that's why I may say the coach should give him a little talk. You know what I mean? Just to tell him, say, boy, you have a poor game. We're going to rest you. We're going to try to bring you on if needs be. Just reflect on how you play. You know, you quiz the player and talk to them about, you know, them type of relationship there. Yeah, man. So, trust me. Good 6 points for us. Really love the 6 points. Especially in this game, the second game, it was a hard-fought victory. It was like snatching victory out of the hands of defeat, because the 1-1 would have been more like a defeat for us. Yeah. So I mean, it was that sort of situation. But the fans are not pleased, and I don't want people to get it twisted. When the fans come, when the supporters come and they vent and share their opinion, they should not be looked down at. People are entitled to share their opinion. Once they're not slandering the players, once they're not slandering the coach or the coaching staff, no problem. But people can share their opinion. And if a man share my opinion and say a ball are never good, once him say it in a way that is not derogatory, then he should be able to share his opinion. Yeah? I remember, you know, people, and everybody know if talk it decent and with little tact, you know. If a man might say it in a particular way, yeah, we probably can correct him. But sometimes we have to just allow people to express themselves. Because the people of Jamaica, they love the football. You see, it's like some people will support the cricket, you know. It no matter what happen in cricket, you know, man, I wake up early in the morning and watch that, you know. All when him lose sleep and him go work and and a buck. Man, them still a watch the thing. So I same thing with the supporters, them a football. Yeah, man. So the thing said. I said, I miss from 3 yards out. That was ludicrous, brethren. That was mind-boggling to see him miss like that. Trust me. Very mind-boggling. So, coach need to take the man aside and talk to him. You see me, I say? Talk to the youth. Talk to him. Get in him head. Because this is going to be one mental thing, you know. Yeah, man. Big up to Deva Argel. Yeah, man. The man signed a new contract. Yeah. Big up himself. Him gone to the Turkish First Division League club now. Good luck. Yeah. Sonic said, my hashtag tap out after Gold Cup. Do what they did with Jerome Wade. Demote him. It's gonna be a difficult thing to do. Technique. It's gonna be a difficult thing to do, but more and more, I was supporting the coach all the way, but trust me, I have not reached that point where you have reached, but I'm getting kind of frustrated now. Yeah. All right. You see, that's why we never run with it, Neo. Respect, Neo. Respect. We're not going to mention it, Neo, but respect. Yeah, man. Me did hear the comment. That's why you know if you just run out and start bash things and you don't know the root of it. Brownman Security, big up yourself. Tennessee, big up yourself. Pablo Masters, big up yourself. I said the tap out movement have no grounds to sustain their play. Ah, boy. Hey, you see that celebration from Juna Flemings? Trust me. It can be read in so many ways. So many ways. Yeah? But, I mean, let's not take it out of context. Man probably say, long more come on a feeder and kick your ball in the net. It just, it's some adrenaline rush when you do well in sport in a bridging. Yeah, man. So sometimes we don't feel look. We're looking at things deep still, you know. I tell you about Jamaicans, we're looking at things deep, man. But not like that, man. According to what I think Andre Blake was on live and he might clarify it, you know. I want a message and say. Okay. Boza missed 3 clear chances, yeah, man. Create a lot of chances. Of course, you create a lot of chances. Our man did a miss. Jamaica could have scored at least 5. Yeah, if you put away a chance. And sometimes people get half chance and score it too. So if you count the half chances, them all of that could have counted. Big up yourself, Jamaica LOL. Odion, big up. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the people that were say tap out, boy, when I was tired for the tap out face. When we get a foreign coach and he struggles to speak English, is that person now uneducated? No. I don't believe that, Pablo Masters. You see this education thing where people are talking about people uneducated and all that. I don't subscribe to it, you know. And one channel I not subscribe to. You see, because if a man is a mechanic and you are a lawyer or a doctor, you have to carry your vehicle to the mechanic, you know. And that man can tell you every single thing about vehicle. He's educated as a mechanic. Now, what people think education is just to go to school and get a piece of paper or certification. Not necessarily. Yeah? So this whole thing about the man not educated, I mean, I agree with that. Yeah, you know, I that me saying on video later still. We have been talking about the midfield and it was atrocious because we might not have a true ball player in the middle of the park. But how it was set up, Hector sat right in front of the defense. He broke up a lot of plays. He had a high percentage in passing accuracy. And then DJ was to make the passes. Once they break up, reset, and then they try to get the ball to DJ or Amari Bell down that left hand side to Blair Taggart and all of that. So, me not understand. And if it was so bad, even if them bypass, if it was so bad and there wasn't a bypass, they might bypass in the middle or the center of the park. But the defenders are. Yeah, but the defenders, the white men are midfielders, you know. So it will go through them as well. You understand? Yankee, you know, say, I don't think them are going to try that though. It's going to be difficult now. You don't want to experiment too much, you know. Because you see, it will change it to 4-4-2 and then you going to change it to 4-3-3 again. I will experiment that, you know. Unless they want to experiment. It will be up to the coaches. Yeah. Gregor starts, so Boza now get no game. Some of you people are going to happy, right? No, but Balaka, we don't want the vibes there, you know. Because based on what Boza did, it's not what people want or who are happy. It's about the inevitable. He never did well, so him basically put himself on the bench. So it's not what people like or who are happy or who are sad Balaka. No man, I remember in a Balaka, you say one Jamaica, one team, you know. So yeah, contradict that statement with what you say now about Gregor start and people are happy. That a contradict what you say. Bailey need a moral boost too as well. Yeah man, Bailey need a moral boost. So he probably need a one-on-one with coach. He need a one-on-one with coach. It's about managing the players, you know. It's about managing the players. Big up yourself, Raymond Walcott. Jamaica biggest pro. Balaka, if the man not playing good, why not drop him? Yeah, Balaka attack. Like him don't know the thing, you know. What you think, my general? Are you the analyst? Bless up, my general. Jamaica go win the World Cup. Queen Smith, big up yourself. And people, remember, if you're new around there, I'm encouraging you. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Dr. Joyful, you know, easy, you know. Nikai James, big up. Ryan LFC, big up. Digital Home Tech, big up. Yeah. Hey. You see personality Digital Home Tech. Oh, a hell of a thing, you know, man. Kappa is not that type of personality. You think some money? Well, if that is the case, that is an indictment, you know, brother. Ian, big up yourself. Same can be said of Bailey. He wasn't produced in a Jamaican jersey. Yeah, Leon has not had the best of games in the Jamaican colors. No, but Balakar, you say it with a little level of sarcasm, you know. That me get from what you say, you know. You see what you say now? That totally different from what you said before that. Yeah, Jay, anyway, that Changa go on with things, man. Big up yourself, you know, I hear a team, you know. Big up yourself, Jay. People, just go subscribe to Jay anyway, the sports channel, you know, people. So may I get a few seconds to go do it right now. Yeah, man. And you have a few seconds, yeah? You have a few seconds. All right, so just subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm going to start drop the link them in like, I'm start the new thing that's in. I drop the link so the people don't have to come off of the live. But soon drop them, man. Knowing Sir Albert Theodore Whitmore, he will empty the bench against Costa Rica, given that we are. But you see the thing about it, people, something wrong, you know, because each game, and that's why I can't understand people when the fans and the supporters speak. The coach said in his post-match interview that he is very happy with the result. The result speaks more than the performance, but he still doesn't like the performance. So why when we say it, people are chastised when I do all manner of things. The coach has said it, you know. So obviously the coach said that the performance is not well. So now the onus is on him now to go up there and try sort it out. You see me I say? Bala, so you think that's the right decision? All the free kick that Boyz are take. We happy no matter who score win. Yeah, man. I want Jamaica one team as Balakar say. But he kind of contradict himself, you know. Big up yourself, fourth official. Balakar, make sure you go subscribe to the fourth official. And everybody else in here who has not subscribed, just jump over and subscribe. Soon drop them. Coach Whitmore needs to give Andre Gray a full run against Costa Rica. Jamaica created a lot of chances without converting. We need to see how Corey Burke plays with Gray up front. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, Shatter said Tapa winning, so there is a method to his madness. Yeah, man, him a win is a pragmatic kind of a situation happening for him. Him a grind out the result, Shatter. Some people is saying that he's lucky because he has a talented bunch around him. Looking at football any and every day. Yeah? Can't go around that. But I think the decision making needs to improve where the coach is concerned. In terms of the timing of the change, because the decisions that he made the changes that he made were in your estimation and my estimation the correct changes, but took too little too long. Yeah. Hey Uja, hey Balakar, you have to go take out that United logo there in the bridging. Can you see it? Yeah, talk. And the people them are really say a reason not the contract bridging. I met the man them at this United. United we standing up. Yeah, man. Who is not a starting for the Renroy Holmes? Reggae Boyz and their mediocre performance on the still at about Coach D when I have time I run up on the blood pressure over them. Hey, Bala Kick, you saw me relax. I'm very relaxed and I fans and me I talk about, you know. Fans are not pleased with the performance. And that me I talk about. You see the first part of the thumbnail message, Reggae Boyz into the quarterfinals. But the fans are not pleased. They said Buck Up winning is not a method. Not another game. Bridget, let me tell you this. Luck comes in a football, you know. You see me I say? Luck is in football. All right, you're another scenario, another situation. A man say, man caught up in a game, I think about the game. So till him forget say the change because me say the man I want from long time, you know. And if he wasn't prompt by the assistant, probably wouldn't remember that the man I want. But we soon met Dre anyway that come on the forum and talk to him. Them man they did in at the stadium, you know. Them man they see what go on, you know. You understand? I mean, know some other people were in the stadium, but yeah. Yeah, man. Flemo goal is a sigh of relief, of course. Come, people, if you want the link for some people drop on the stream. They say Ian him can't get dropped. Well, if I saw you know, even if him can't get dropped, the substitution have to come early. Hey, Balakar, some of my people, you included then. You included then. Yeah, but I mean, Balakar, you rate a ball and the next man no rate a ball. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, you know. We have to just learn to accept people's opinion, you know. Cause no man nah beat you up on you like in Shamar Nichols. I think Shamar Nichols is a very good talent. Yeah, I think he's a very good talent. You know what I mean? But the situation is that he never have a good game. And once he have a good game, you know the same thing happened with my collector when him not have a good game. People then beat him. If Lone have a good game, people then beat him. You understand? You see what I'm saying? We have too much dribbling in the attacking third and not more quick passes, too much individuality. Yes, Marlon Murray, I believe that the team they didn't play the ball and move the ball as quickly as they could. That was Virgin. It was an eyesore to me at one point. Me I said, I come off of the life. Because the ball game got boring, Virgin. Got boring. The link can drop. Soon drop it. I try to go through your rest of comments then. Big up Marlon. Paul Marriott. Big up. Jairus. Big up. Ricardo Way. Big up. I mean, I know who push bad vibes now. I know have bad vibes in that camp. I know say why am I telling you know? Hey Neo. You know. Yeah, we see that Jay, we see that. We see that man. You know, we know the thing now. Vanessa Allen. I say beware of Canada. Alright, see a female I tell you that we should beware of Canada. Hey, trust me, comments and last me people. You can't keep up the comments then. They are a lot. Big up on yourself, everyone out there. Just remember again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, just hit the subscribe button. Melton Tav, what going on, my brother? Yeah, them are not conducive to effective the transition. You know the thing in a Melton, make them know that, make them know say you know it, you know. Yeah, Qatar is not a bad team, Shatta. Yeah, man, Nana playing very well, you know. Yeah, we know enough, Brown man. It look like a run out at one point, you know. But luck is important in football. Ask Alex Ferguson. Ask Mourinho. And them man, they are big heavyweight coach. You see what I say? Yeah, man. On welcome the lady in the comment section, people, and don't come be a good host and welcome the lady. Yeah. I think that the faulty shooting was one of those big issues and talking point of the game. No doubt about it. Faulty shooting. And again, Once the team not putting away their chances, the fans will talk. Listen to me. Brazil, big country in football. The coach looked like him have some set of people him have to play to. But yet still the fans talk about it. Every single place, England fans are critical, especially the media. So this is nothing new in football. This is nothing new in sports. When we come in this space and we talk about what we think should have happened, it's nothing new, people. Yeah, nothing new. We are not the first to do it, and we won't be the last. And there are more to come. Yeah? It's just that when people love the sports, they are going to talk. You understand? People are going to talk, and they are going to. Joshua, yo, right now, the Americans pioneer in a virgin. But we can't hide again. I don't know nothing to talk about again because with our Gold Cup, Joshua, big up yourself. Joshua, write some luck to The litmus test is going to be coming in a few days versus Costa Rica. And if we progress past them in a positive way, then that is going to tell me that the performance is going to improve. But listen, apparently, it is a situation where we don't know how to handle the possession of the ball, Because when we play weaker teams, it is expected that we will have better possession or more possession of the ball. But when we have the possession of the ball, we don't know what to do with it. Hey, what's about in the last 20 or so minutes of the game and the ball a turn, The man they like them say, me don't want to one try, And then start move the ball and you wonder, where was this team? You wonder what them did there? Costa Rica is overrated. I expect to beat Jamaica to beat Los Ticos by at least 2 goals. Okay. So Joshua say, him thinks that we can beat them. But if we don't put in a better performance, trust me, I think we can beat them. Yeah, I believe we can beat them. Just that we should get the discipline of things up and sort out the thing. No doubt. Yeah? No doubt. All right. We'll try to get the thing up. We'll try to drop the link now, people. I'm here talk long, don't. Almost an hour me talking. And who said that a while ago? Yeah, it's a special edition. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. He said the subs came in and really changed the game. So, so basically, if the subs were done in quicker time, then that tell me say things would have not sort out. You see what I say? Things would have not sort out earlier. But it is what it is. And again, I will continue to say, we get the 3 points. We get the 3 points. I don't know why Maggie not getting a game, I don't know why Maggie not getting a game. So, So which game was better, the first game or the second game? We have differences in opinion, you know. I try to find the thing and pin it before, you know. Link me in the comment in the IG shutter if I want to know what go on. Big up yourself, Formula. There, you know, me Cataract send out the soul, you know, say I'm gonna beat you, you know.
I'm ready for him, man. I'm ready, man. It's a damn shame I'm not here tonight. Me in a mood. Me feel nice tonight, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Me just feel alright tonight, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh, wonder what you drink.
No, man.
Just a good vibes.
Just a good vibes, you know? Just a good vibes.
Hey, Formula, one thing, you know, no miss them people, you know, man. Say a man
Trust
drop
me.
a comment right away, say, you're trim. Yo.
Formula look like 15, and Shatta beat me about my roof the other day too, you know?
I laugh, it doesn't laugh about it, you know.
Shatta beat me about my roof the other day, sir.
Hey, Shatta, a real sample man still.
Yeah, man. Me rate him, man. I
Yeah,
general,
man.
man.
Shatta a boss, man.
I general, man.
All right, people. So, may I drop Formula link in the thing too, you know. So, when you can go support the thing. Yeah, that's a new way, you know, Formula. Just drop the link in the comment. So,
Yeah,
if people don't leave, if man, I say, all your shirtless crew get beaten, you know.
Yo, you know, so I never realized what it go on though. I hear the giggling from my panel the time, you know, man. I never even realized what it take place.
Demo, jump onto his stream if you can, Demo.
Wait, Demo just say Flemmer just light up Formula and Ryan on live? What do you mean by that?
Hey, me don't understand that.
I never depend Ryan live. And all the while, them a put me on live and I not depend in a coach. Yeah, man, me hear me name a call on live and me say, but wait, me not depend the live.
Why, look at your name, you have to call Formula. And you have the Formula.
Demo, me never depend Ryan live, so me not explain yourself, boss. Explain yourself, my boss.
The purse when you rain. The purse when you rain. And for anybody, in order to come on, we have to see your face, you know. We have to see who we are let on in for the public, you know. Yeah, man. Hey, Shatta avatar for everything, you know, man. Yo, me I tell you, say. Yeah, man. So, Formula, into the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
A big thing that, man.
Yeah, it is, but you know, many Reggae Boyz fans are not 200% pleased with the performances, you know.
Man, we know, say fans are beat, man. The fans, they don't like what go on with the performance again. But Formula, I want to ask a question. Can I say, would you say that the Reggae Boyz when you look at it, produce a lot of chances.
In the Guadeloupe game,
Mm-hmm.
of course. Of course, there's no doubt about that. The stats and the eyeballs say that they produce a lot of chances.
Exactly. Because in my latest video, somebody is gonna tell me that because I said that despite of the midfield situation we still created the chances, because if the chances weren't created, then we would have none for a miss.
Exactly.
So me can't understand these people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Continue formula.
I think that the Reggae Boyz fans a little bit emotional doing it.
Welcome, Ryan. Very emotional.
Yeah, man.
Go on, my virgin. No friends and respect.
Demo. Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
no. Big up everybody. Big up.
Big up. We soon your air, so make formula continue. Formula.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Big up Ryan and big up Dima.
Yeah, no respect.
Yeah, I just think Reggae Boyz fans a little bit emotional at this point in time, so then just a let out their frustration for everybody where they must see now, man. For everybody where they must see.
True, man.
Cause even when me set up and do a video for my with the first game, the Suriname game, and I say it was a good result but a poor performance. People beat me in the comment section, man. They must say one bag argument. We never remember that argument. But them a flare up even more now pan a different, you know.
But formula, let me tell you about, you see, people when support the football, a matter of fact sports, but me I go put football on a higher pedestal.
True.
Hey, them people are serious about the game, you know.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
No joke, you know.
Yeah, man.
So if the coach and the coaching staff and the GFF them things say them can just come with a little thing and the people them just like accept it. Man, them see, when you look for a man like Cataract and Dre, them will travel so much miles between days to go watch a game, brethren.
Yeah, man.
Them people, and you have others, because I see some people for me thing when me I watch a game. When the camera going at the start, I see some people I know, I not call a name. But
I see some people
people love the football and them go far and wide for watch the thing. So when you hear me yesterday, the man them talk something about the coach and him not make the changes. You know? Football fans serious, you know. Even though the English people them probably take it to a next level than we, you know, because they would not get him out, you know. You understand? So it is a situation where once even if you win, and me, a lot of people are saying, boy, the Jamaican fans them always find the negatives to talk about. But you see, because we're so involved in perfection, it's difficult to just accept a 3 points. We know it is important, you know. We know the 3 points is important. We know it has brought us into the quarterfinal. But the people them just now go lie down and sleep on the 3 points there, just so.
And that
need
doing a coach.
Improvement. Yeah.
And that alone doing a coach, if we book a bigger team, a better team further on in our competition, the performance then now go carry weight in a man.
Exactly.
No problems.
All right. Rain, I just ask if you hold on a minute. There are certain guidelines that we govern this stream by, whereas you don't come on the panel and slander anybody. A matter of fact, even in the comment section, we want to be critical, but at the same time, we want it to be objective, and we not call out no man a certain type of name on them. So we just keep it respectful. All right. You understand, Rain? Me I see you now, so you can answer me. All right, cool. So Dima, what you say now? Big up yourself. Welcome Dima to the stream. First time Dima jump on the panel.
Yeah, man. Big up everybody. Big up everybody in the chat, and a privilege to be on your show, my boss.
Yeah, man,
so we want to clear up what happened with Formula One and Ryan, or
yeah, man.
Clear that up, man. Clear that one.
And they give us your 2 cents for the Reggae Boyz.
All right, cool. So the thing is, I don't know, a lot of people were watching Ryan's stream when this thing broke out about, Flemings and, what he said about the Prime Minister thing and Ray. So I don't know if Ryan probably giving you the story, but we're not gonna give you all of that. So what happened was I jumped on the live stream because it was Andre Blake and Amal Knight. I do it, and them they attack and them attack and them attack. And I don't know if Formula One made a video or mentioned anything about Flemo saying how the foreign-based players probably don't even know the Prime Minister. You make anything about that?
No, man. No, me do.
No? You never mention it none at all?
Nope.
All right, well, I don't know how your name get called up, but the man them call up Flemo now, you know, boss. Flemo jump on.
Wait, hold on, the demo. My name get called up in the live?
Your name Formula One Sports, right?
No, my name The Formula Sports.
Oh, well, Formula One Sports. Something like that, me here. All right, so Flemo jump on the live, and he must say, wait, how my name I get called up, say, me a push off England-based players.
Yeah.
And how me not like English players and all of these things. How my name I call up on that? Yo, me can't take some of them bloggers there, you know, them YouTubers, yeah. Like them man, they make things sell fast. And Andre Blake I said, but look how much positive things we talk on the stream. And nobody never highlight that. But as soon as this come, it highlight. And then Flemo say, hold on. Under that alone, you hear me say, oh, me know, me I tell people say the English players don't even know the Prime Minister. And them I say, what? How that to travel? And the man I say, but them attack me in all sort of YouTube things, Ryan LFC, and with the other one name, Formula One Sports, attack me. Oh, them man is so dunce. They not even know what me I talk about. So me I say, hold on. Oh, Flemo I go so hard.
Oh, so someone hear that part about not even know the Prime Minister, but he was alluding to the fact that somebody said he said it.
Yes, and he must say, people are tagging me in it.
So, oh, my name, you know, me not like that. My name always I get called up in a
no,
thing,
but
involved.
But if you say in the name Formula One Sports, because I'm sure that's the name of me here. So if it's not Formula One Sports, are probably not you.
No other channel out there, no name, no sound, nothing like.
Yes, Flemo say I get tagged in some YouTube things. But I'm sure Ryan for sure, because obviously we know Ryan LFC channel. And he must say, oh, them man is so dunce. Like, they not even know what we da talk about. And they take the thing out of context and all of these things. You know me the messing. No, it's a Flemo, God.
Ryan, my name, did you get called up on it?
Ryan,
so Ryan LFC because I'm on the live and a message coach is next day on the live. I don't know if he coach he leave. But I think
I see it, man.
Rush, coach, me I tell you, God Almighty truth, brother. Yet me dig till me get myself in that trouble. You see that comment?
Yeah. J-Rush did not tell us you need to find it.
I could find the comment, brother. I'm gonna go back and through J-Rush and say over, Ryan, you need to bring up that comment.
Yeah.
And just through the love of these fans, why we try go feet in, I'm gonna bring it up on the stream. When I bring it up on the stream, they must say Junior Fleming said this. So me say, if Junior Fleming say that is not a good look. Remember, just watch back the video, you know. Just watch back the video, car. Well, I know the reason why I watch back the video, I make sure go for the comment there. More I make sure the ear clear as proper because you know why? Fleming is someone who me know. Fleming's the man who I bust up my neck from under 13 come up as someone who me know and as somebody who me interview, right? So when that come up, I say, yo, if Fleming say that, I really disappointed. When somebody say if, what that mean, viewers, panelists?
Yeah, but the thing is, the other panelists on the Ryan thing, sorry. Like them run with the thing, you know, and I'm sure maybe them they address it as if he said it.
Yeah.
Them give Flemo a bashing in a boss. And I say these English players, these local players think say the Englishman them come for take them game and like all of these things and them start go off. So they were probably addressing it as if
he said
but
it.
Yeah,
no,
but it come across a way.
Demo, the most of the man them say if But when me bring up that comment there, me never really say much pan it, you know. Me never say really much because Cataract he jump on and then another person he jump on. So when me da watch back the clip, me go back and watch back the clip. When because through my channel and me I go get the all of the beating, Ryan LFC. Me never really say much pan it, you know. When me I watch back the video, but me say nothing. I'm gonna think the man them say nothing. I just the people them just take the thing out of context. Well, but one of the greatest thing though, coach, what me really love, me link Blake. Me send Blake when him there and I say, oh, all right, so Ryan LFC I come clear up the ear. I'm gonna go on and I say, gentlemen, I respect the team, I respect the English base, and I respect the local base player. You understand? Respect both sides. But where I say to them, say, where Junior Fleming say? I'm going to say, this is what someone comment in the comment section and say, Junior Fleming say English-based player, not even know the Prime Minister for Jamaica. You understand? So I ask the two of them, I say, what him really say? What him really say? And them say, just when somebody with the Golden State win the NBA, you know, Barack Obama would invite them to the guests to the White House and stuff, and you know. So what Flemmer was saying, according to Angel Blake or Amal Knight, where them say, and the people them take it in a wrong context, where the man say. The man never said that. So me I say,
people not take it in no wrong context, man. They love twist things and make
no
things
man,
like
a formula because you see, based on what Demo said a while ago, you know, it can be seen as something that can be twisted.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Then just show a comment over Ryan and say, look what Fleming said on live.
Exactly.
Yeah, and hold on, remember. Wait, remember me telling you, you know, people start tag Flemo to the YouTube things. So I don't know at what point in time him come in and see it, you know, but him say him see it and see people are talk about how him a push off players, English-based players and all of this thing. So him probably missed the whole if part and just catch it at a certain time.
You know why me not say?
But me not see no YouTuber doing a video upon it.
You know why me not say somebody?
Yeah, Ryan did it on him live, man.
You know why me say
man,
somebody
miss
miss?
on the live, you know. Me I talk about the video where them are referred to. Me not see no other YouTuber. Me not see no YouTuber doing a video upon that.
You know, him call Ryan and Formula One Sports.
All right, watch out. Watch out. The man reach out to me. The man reach out to my coach and say, yo, dog, I can't believe you run with that. You understand? Same say the man said to me, say, I can't believe me run with that. So me I say, Flemo, me never say nothing when me run with. As somebody say, you say. And me say, if you watch back the video, me myself I pick up for you, I say, me myself I pick up for Flemings and I say, yo, I want me did say, because I don't want to tell a lie.
Me tell you what you say, Ryan, because I'm here to depend on it.
Yeah, tell me what me did say.
No, hold on. You know, so we're not gonna use this for clear up that. You see, because Ryan.
No, we don't clear it up.
You see, because Ryan and the ball are clear it up. You don't need to go over it again. J. Ross said, I'll take responsibility for bringing it to Ryan's attention. I apologize to Ryan, fourth official, and Taylor. Because when he bring it to the attention, the conversation ensued and it go up on a different level. You see what I said? So we understand that. So, gentlemen, let us say this. Let us be careful what we talk about. You see what I say? Or what we run with.
Yeah.
Because you have some people are same thing when a man did on my channel and say something and our next man screenshot a portion and carry go get next man and the whole thing starts. So we have to be careful.
One of the things I say, Blake, I really appreciate you giving me that opportunity to come on a live 150 people on the live. And my one are close to 300 people. So the people them hear what Angel Blake say and Amal Knight say. So I talk to Flemings and I will clear up. I say, yo, people, the man did not say that. People running it and put it in a different way. You understand? So one of the greatest thing, the person give you the opportunity to clear the ear and the life. And it done this, so we don't need to go right back. And may I consider to remove the video. But someone has said if you remove it, that means we're guilty. You understand? But true, me no want
Yeah, but
It up to you. It up to you, Ryan. It up to you.
here's my only thought on this. What was said needed to be said, because a lot of people think that there's a lot of animosity within the group. Man saying they see man them train and Jamaicans over there, so English players over there. So a lot of people think there's a lot of animosity.
Me understand that in a room. Me understand that, but you see,
so here's
hold on a room. You see, the situation that caused that argument to start, it never warrant, because the ball I never say where that was brought over there. That's what I say.
Never warranted.
So if we are gonna say there are issues in the camp, that's gonna be a different argument rather than to piggyback on something like that.
Blake said none of that not even happen either.
And Blake confirmed that now.
Yeah. Me asked him directly in the court. He said, "Oh, the camp," and him say, "Ryan, the camp is good." I'm gonna say, "All right, boss. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to clear it up."
We need to move on from this, to be honest, but we can't really talk about where other man intention was, but it's not, I think from Ryan's perspective and from what me hear Ryan saying, from what I said, it wasn't a pylon thing as to what them saying at the comment section. It was if him said that, Ryan say if him said that, he's disappointed. And me say me can't believe Flemo said that, because the whole time they bring up Flemo name and celebration, me I defend him and say there's no way Flemo would push off the man. The whole time me I say Flemo never push nobody off, the man just celebrate. Right? So me say if Flemo
we move on, because we don't want to take out the whole of the time to do that one there. So we're at what? Formula, did you finish? No, Demo J.
Oh, so you said you want me 2 cents on Jamaica and then never leave and watching the thing. All right. Cool. So here's my thing. A lot of pressure is being placed on the Jamaican team, and I think unnecessarily so. A lot of people are expecting Jamaica to play like France and all of this thing, but I don't know what we expect with the team that we have. I don't think Jamaica has a lot of chemistry right now, because the man them obviously not play together a whole bunch. And so I don't know why we're expecting possession ball game and all of this thing, and people are saying Tapa don't have a style and we don't have a system. My thing has always been, we actually do have a system which Tapa employs very well, and it causes us to be 2 from 2 right now. We sit behind the ball and we break and we get goals sometime. When Jose Mourinho does these things, he's considered one of the greatest managers. When Diego Simeone does it for Atletico, all of these things, him have a system. But when Tapa do it, him don't have a system, right? So Jamaica came in this tournament, no chemistry, no nothing like that. And we're 2 from 2 in the group. Sure, some of the performances has been underwhelming. But what matters in tournament football is the points and going through. For me personally. No, I've said on Ryan channel before, winning this Gold Cup is not be all and end all for me. Is how we get there, building chemistry for the bigger picture, which is qualifying for the World Cup. Zine, that's just my thing. And so the more chemistry these people get playing together, is the better it is. A lot of people slack Hector unnecessarily and all of these things, and a whole heap of unnecessarily blame. I get knocked on a lot of other people, and I'm like, yo, we're 2 from 2 from the group. Like, we just watched the Euros the other day. Nobody expected Spain to go so far in the Euros. But in tournament football, you gradually get better, and we don't want to peak too early. So people are saying, oh, when we play against better teams, they might go slap you up and something like that, and using assumptions. Nobody know what's going to happen. We might continuously peak and get better game by game.
Yeah.
The game will happen whenever we played the other day. I thought that we played worse actually in the first half, and we picked up in the second half. And you know, we get the points we fully deserve. The coach made the changes, albeit late. He made the changes, and the changes came on and changed the game. Taxi Lawrence, I thought, was very pivotal in that change down that left hand side. And obviously, Flemo got the goal.
But Dima, before you go, Coach Whitmore did allude to the fact that he was more so about the result rather than the performance. Yeah. But in the same breath, he reiterated the fact that it's not the performance that he wants. So the coach saw that there are issues where the performance is concerned, right?
Yeah.
And he made mention of that same fact in the first game when he had his post-match press conference. So if the fans are saying that there are issues with the performance, I think they are echoing the same thing that the coach is saying. The fact is that though, it kind of override the fact that these players, even though they have not started out the way that they would like, they are still into the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup. And this game that we have coming up on Tuesday is just to decide who will play, whether Canada or United States. So when remember I said earlier, you know, the fans are diehard fans, they are great supporters. So they will want to talk about, because an element of sports that some people neglect is the entertainment aspect of it.
That's true.
And that's what the fans really love to see, the entertainment aspect. You know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but coach, my thing is, you know, people are acting like we're playing this dry football and we're not create no chances and all of these things. When that is not true.
Yeah, that is,
you know
not
what
true.
I mean? The coach is the coach. He's going to be critical of the performance because probably that's not what he set out to be on in the training ground. And then when him come from the training ground to the game, that's not what they executed. So he might be critical and all that. Me as a fan, like the chances that means will create for Shamar Nicholson, and he might miss a hat-trick of chances right in front of the goal, all of these things, and me seeing Leon Bailey looking like Yaya Sonogo from Arsenal when he in a Jamaican shirt, like those things are individual things, not the coach. Tapa can't kick the ball in the goal for Shamar Nicholson. You know what I mean? And if he had took those chances and win the game 5-1, I'm sure people won't be saying a lot of these things that they're saying now. So a lot of the criticism that Tapa gets is because of individual performances and people might say, oh, Tapa shouldn't start him.
And the opposite is true, you know, Demo. The opposite is true. Tapa is ahead in terms of doing well on results because of individual brilliance as well. Because
fair enough.
Yeah, the chances that were created and the goal score, basically they came out of some amount of individual brilliance.
Yeah. So my last thing is, as Mali, my last thing is, I think Jamaicans can be overly critical, right? And my only criticism is that obviously I'm a big Andre Gray fan from the start. And probably personal bias will have me wanting him to start. The thing with Tapa is he makes substitutions way too late, and I can criticize that. But the man is getting the results, and we're getting the points, and we're into the quarterfinals. When the man lose and we start lose a bag of games, we no cuss him and we no cuss the JFF all we no want. We no do that. But like, what premise are we? Because we're not playing like France and Brazil. That's why we bash the JFF and bash him. Because like, for me, that don't make no sense.
Demo, that you have to understand. Let me try to break it down. A lot of the fans of the Reggae Boyz, they watch a lot of overseas ball game, English Premier League, Spanish Serie A, whatever, La Liga, and Serie A. So they get engulfed in those sort of situations. So when they see their national team playing like that, it's kind of very difficult for them, and they press the coach, they press the organization, because hey, football is. I mean, I agree with you when you say we have a system. I've been saying this from day one. We have a system, but it's not a system that
people
the fans like.
Yes, exactly.
And it does attach back to the point that I'm making about the whole British thing that we watch a whole lot of these football. Because in truth and in fact, you know, if you check a ratio, you know, and do a stats, you know, not many of the fans who follow the local team watch the local football, you know.
That's true.
So these are some of the things that cause it. And again, I'm not gonna take away from the point that these people love the football and they want to see good performance.
Yeah, man. So as we go, just remember, guys, we don't have a lot of chemistry coming into the thing, and this is all about building chemistry for the big picture. So big up everybody on the panel, big up everybody in the chat. Obviously, I'll be watching. All right, big up
Demo, big up Demo. Right. Cranky, you're a time now, Cranky, and then we have the new person, Rain, following Cranky.
Yeah, so I've been patiently listening. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
We seem to contradict ourselves a lot of times when we talk about some of these things. In one breath, we're saying we love the results. Another breath, we're saying we don't love the performance. Another breath, we're saying give the coach a chance. We have all these things which contradict themselves. And you smile listening to all these conversations. I'm going to ask the panelists this question. How do we define a local based player? Can anyone answer that? How do you define a local based player? Who's a local based player? Can someone define that for me? Anybody? In the
A
panel,
player,
or even how we define that? Anyone?
a player who plays in Jamaica.
A
Well, I would
local
assume
based
that
player is
I
a
would
player
assume
who
that's what it
plays in
is.
the
I would
Jamaican
assume that's
League.
what it is, but that's not what I'm hearing.
No,
I'm
because
hearing
they're
a non-local based player is a player who probably was born in England, frankly. It's not,
let me clear it up. Let me
yeah,
clear it up,
clear it up for
Cranky.
me. Clear it up for me.
I think there are two distinction of those players, local players. Some that are currently playing in Jamaica, and some that are locally bred but are playing overseas. So I think that's where the distinction is, in my estimation.
So you can align those and say we're talking about locally bred players, and we use that interchangeably with locally based players, right?
Or again,
Locally
local
born or
Because the
born
based.
players,
or locally
it's not
born.
or, it's not
Yeah.
or, because the player in Jamaica is
Uh-huh.
locally bred. The player
Uh-huh.
that was developed in Jamaica and playing overseas is also locally bred.
Uh-huh.
So we're confusing the term locally based versus locally bred, and we should make that clear because I get confused with locally
Yeah.
based,
That's true.
right? We got to clarify that, and the reason why that's important is because we still have this dissension in the ranks between those who were not born in Jamaica, are those who probably grew up in England, and those, because that's what the main thing is, right? It's not even about the targets of the world. It's mainly of the players we get overseas come from England and those from Jamaica. So I was on a stream today, an Arsenal stream with my English friends, and it was an interesting conversation because everybody's now expecting.
Cranky, I can't make this one pass, because me
Go ahead.
kind of agree with Nia, It's I
Right.
can't agree with what you're saying. We know we can do better. That's, I guess, the team. We don't have to settle for a flawed system. The system is not pretty and it's ineffective. It's just individual brilliance carry the day. So essentially, he's saying that telling us to settle is basically telling us to shut up.
No. I understand what he's saying, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
ineffective. It's being effective because winning is being effective.
Mm-hmm.
As you're talking about earlier, it's the style of football and you dominating the game and the
Mm-hmm.
opposition,
Mm-hmm.
given the
Right.
quality of the opposition or lack thereof, and we're not dominating. I'm going to get back to my
Can
point I
I?
was making, though. So the players in I'll make the point I was making. So we had on this stream with a bunch of English players. One of them was talking to Marcus Gale. And what he said, Marcus Gale, was, because those guys are all affiliated in the football community, was that he thought we should have a Caribbean team who want to compete on a global level, right? And I said that would never happen. Ain't nobody in the Caribbean want to have a West Indies cricket team in terms of their football. That's not going to happen. He also was important, though, says, when those players who are English born or bred play for Jamaica, they're not treated well after they, at some point subsequent to them playing like in a competition, for example. It's almost like they're forgotten. They just feel like they're disposed of and they're not treated well. And this manifests itself. I'm coming to the point where we see the dissension in the ranks between locally bred players and the English players. We saw yesterday I saw Gray warming up for 20 plus minutes because I was checking it from he started warming up because I was saying this change has to be made. He went and warmed up, went back and sit down, went back and warm up again and was there for a while, which was really interesting, right? And we all agree based on what we saw that he should have played yesterday at an earlier stage than he did. Shamar scored in the first game, played not well, but he scored. And when you score, you get more latitude. In
Right.
this game, he was not playing well. People keep talking about that chance he missed on the right when he kicked the ball at the bar. He had a ball that was headed down by Burke, who I thought was very impressive, on his left foot. And I don't know what he did with the ball, but he passed to the keeper. And so the local bred players, and in the stadium, it was interesting media coach, which is
Mm-hmm.
there was advocacy for Shamar to be removed by a lot of Jamaican fans in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't the same advocacy though for Bailey to be removed. I
Yeah.
was very vocal that he should get off the what field because he wasn't playing well. I don't care how good he is. He was atrocious yesterday. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
getting the same grief because the players, when he picks the ball up, there's a buzz in the stadium and then he loses the ball. And here's the problem, coach, which is everyone keeps talking about system and formation and when you play. We're playing a 4-2-4 formation a lot of times, not 4-4-2, 4-2-4 when you attack, And sometimes it's even different because you know what happens? We drop Hector back, we spread more wide, we spread the two center backs wide, we move Amari Bell up, and we move Albert Powell up, right? So in essence, Hector is almost playing center half sometimes.
Yes, I told them that. So you have three at the back.
Yeah, and DJ is playing close to Hector.
Right.
So of course there's gonna be a lot of space in the middle. Chances weren't a problem yesterday. It wasn't chances we were missing. Shamar had a load of chances. Between the wingers, Turgot and Billy didn't play well. We said Turgot didn't play well. Plus the chance we were missing make the midfield look bad.
Right,
and so one thing I want to say, of course, because I'm taking a lot of time here, which is we will never have consensus on anything that happened on the football field. Because you know, like we all have different eyesight and different glasses and different contact lenses or no lens at all, because we all see things differently. Yesterday, you imagine when I had a person, I had to come on the stream, and his name is Errol Phillips. We were talking about Hector, and he and I were talking after the game, and Phillips is a very profound thinker when it comes to football. And he was saying Hector had a very good game, and I thought the same. And I seen this stream here, and people bashing Hector, and I'm like, what game were you watching? Why are we seeing two different games? Hector was the only one making a 30-yard pass on people's foot, because when, what's his name came on, Speedy, he can progress the ball more with the short passes, but he wasn't making 30-yard passes. He wasn't spreading out the defense.
And to add to that, Cranky, he had a very high pass percentage, you know. 83.
Coach, he lost two balls. I think he lost two balls in the game. One ball, situation he got, and he couldn't turn on the ball. He lost it, and there was another ball I think he lost. And he was very. You could see on his face, he's wondering why the hell have we been taken off? Because I think I'm having a good game. And as a player, you know that. You know when you're playing okay, and you know when you get taken off how disappointed you are. There is clear dissension to me between English-based and locally bred. There's no doubt in my mind. And it permeates the coaching ranks between Paul Hall and Whitmore. Unless we bridge that gap and create that harmony, we're going to be challenged. It is very difficult to watch this transpiring. It's difficult to watch the fans in the stand and how they're engaging. It's very difficult to see the bias that we have, because the bias permeates even the fans in the stand and in these streams and who are watching. And we as a people have to be much more consensual in terms of how we operate, how we think, and how we engage, and try to have much more harmony. But at the end of the day, frankly, you won't have consent. People talk about, oh, well, fans are too critical. We know what players we have on the field. We know how good those players are. Guadeloupe is not a good team. Suriname is a decent team. We haven't played well in the two games. Yes, we have results, but we have results despite of what we play, not because of how we play. So I don't want to take up too much more time. I say we have to play. I have a lot more I want to say, but we have to play better. I want to give others a chance to speak. We have to play better.
Yeah, man. Rain, your time. Welcome to the panel.
Rain, you're muted. Rain, you're muted.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yeah, there was something that I saw last night after Fleming scored. I saw Gray run over there, embrace him, and it's like, it seemed as if there's no chemistry. Like there is some start of, I don't know what to say. But
sorry, Rain. I'm gonna shoot down that right away.
Oh no, let me finish.
No, hold on. I'm gonna shoot down that point there. You can't make the other point there. In my estimation, and Ryan had it on his channel, and they kind of cleared it up. Persons might be thinking that it is that or whatever. But if you notice,
heard nothing.
I
haven't heard nothing. I just was watching by my eyes what I seen. I haven't heard no thing. I just watch and see. And after he did that, 3 more Jamaicans ran over there, and he embraced and smiled. You got to think about that. You got to look at chemistry. That's also part of chemistry.
I didn't see him smile right through it.
I never say smile right throughout. I say it seemed like you have some type of smiling. But when
Bailey tried to engage him, and the man does look, see him here, so. And all Bailey had to get was the hand. He not even hug him. He just give him the hand and them shake and he move on.
But this is the thing that I realize with the Reggae Boyz, the Jamaicans. It's like when we get players that willing to say they want to play for Jamaica, and they come, it's like the first thing we say as Jamaica, we're like, oh, they weren't even born here. Why they can't listen? That's an opportunity for us to go to the World Cup again. We haven't been to World Cup since 1998. We've been trying. We failed so many times. I don't bash players because I want us to succeed. I live here in the States, and I watched the United States play. The way they play totally different. You know, they're more connected. They're more got chemistry. That's one of the main. You could have the best players in the world. If there's no chemistry, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna be playing good because you don't know when to make a run, when to make a play. You're not gonna be able to play right. And that's what the team lack. The team is lacking chemistry. The team ain't lacking quality, it's lacking chemistry. That's what it lack. Because we got good players. We got real good players. They just ain't got no chemistry. That's the problem. There's no chemistry.
All right, cool. Point taken. But let me say this again. In terms of that celebration, based on that celebration, a lot could be read into that. But I am not going to be joining the wagon by saying
Coach,
that celebration.
Just kill it, coach, because the same thing Blake said in life, it didn't reply, it didn't Bailey come and touch him, other Jamaican player come and touch him, and
so
it's never I were thinking a lot of people were thinking the same thing, but knowing Junior Flemings, I was said in my life, no one play with him. He want to play and him hungry and have that passion. So when him score as a player, he want to play and he make an impact like that. He just frustrated. I think as someone who know and play with him many times, I think that's just frustration. I don't think a lot of people reading that same thing too. But Blake said many Jamaican, but other Jamaican come after and he do the same thing. He didn't move.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not trying to pick up for it.
So I don't want people to read into that celebration. Please and thanks. Yeah? So we're gonna move on from that. Let me hear what Rome saying. Reggae Boyz into the quarterfinals, even though the fans are not pleased.
Yeah. Just touching off a little bit what Demo said and with Cranky said earlier. We're looking at 6 points on a quarterfinal berth for Jamaica in the Gold Cup. 6 points from Suriname and Guadeloupe. And we're saying that the fans are not happy. And I believe 100% that the fans have a right not to be happy. Because if we have any sort of ambition to do anything, to qualify for the World Cup, to make us any team in the world stage of football, we cannot continue to play like this against Suriname and Guadeloupe. That's the crux of it all. We sit down and say we are going to take 6 points and a quarterfinal berth. Yay! Whitmore make it to the quarterfinal again against Suriname and Guadeloupe. We look like this. When I look at the team that will play, and Cranky said this a while ago, Hector almost play every time as a third defender. Hector is a transformed defender turned into a midfielder, so he's there to protect the defensive line. The reason why Hector's pass accuracy is so high, especially in the last game, is because Hector is playing 15, 10-yard lateral side passes to DJ or back to the defense. Most of his passes, and as Cranky say, we hit a one, they add 30-yard pass. So Hector played brilliantly well to the job that he is doing. However, if you're going to play 2 strikers in this team, you cannot play Hector and Daniel Johnson in the midfield by themselves, because Hector will always sit back and protect the defense, which means Daniel Johnson by himself cannot marshal the entire midfield. Because believe it or not, the 2 strikers not coming back in there. And as Cranky said earlier, the 2 wingers, them almost is definitely forwards or 4 people up there attack. The 2 wingers is not coming back in the midfield for help play midfield. Which is why we look so sloppy and empty in the midfield. Hector is always going to sit back so Daniel Johnson can't do it by himself, which is why it was absolutely stupid that Bobby Reed can't play, but yet still then bring in another forward instead of sliding someone in that number 10 position. It don't make no sense. And that's why that's why I am saying, I don't care about Whitmore etiquette. I don't care about what Whitmore talk. I think Whitmore is just that tactically sound to run this team. If you look at, and the other thing that I would say, the reason why we were playing so horribly, and I mentioned to you yesterday after the stream, Minzy, Whitmore is sitting there and seeing that Leon Bailey is having a horrible game, and you decide not to take him off. Okay, you made the decision not to take him off. Why are you not saying, okay, clearly he can't get past them left back because he's playing on the right. The left back foul him, left back take the ball off him every second. Put him over on the right hand side. You play 2 big striker Both of them are 6'4". Corey Burke is great in the year. Leon Bailey's left foot is impeccable. Put him on the left hand side, give him the ball, make him swing some crosses over there and see what can happen. The one time maybe swing a cross from Corey Burke head, him not the down and the big striker Shamar roll it back to the keeper. But the point that I'm making is if Whitmore make them small tactical changes there in the game, then we can sit back and say, all right, we see Whitmore have little sense. Let me go and watch him. But I'm not seeing that. And because I'm not seeing that, I have zero confidence in Whitmore.
But Rome, let me chime in a little bit. What if the problem is not Whitmore? I'm speaking on a perspective as a coach. What if the problem is not Whitmore? What if the problem is the second striker? When you play in a system like that, when you play in a formation, because a formation is not a system. When you're playing like that, what is the second striker supposed to do when we're defending, when we don't have possession of the ball?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, because the second striker, let me explain it to you. The second striker, because in my team, my second striker, when I play with two strikers, my second striker, when I don't have possession of the ball, is supposed to drop into the middle of the park and we defend as a 4-5-1. Okay? If you're not defending as a 4-5-1, you're gonna have problem. So if the forward is not dropping back, you will always have problem because it's always gonna have two forwards square like this, and you don't want them to play like that.
Exactly. I'm glad they mentioned that, and this is why I'm gonna bring it right back to tell you why it's Whitmore's fault, even though you try to justify it with him. You play two strikers that have the same attributes and the same capabilities. Think about it. The two of them are the same height. They play the same way. Corey Burke is a little bit better on the ball, and then you ask the two of them, or one out of the two of them, to come back. They are going to revert to them natural instincts. You can't put a lion in our vegetarian bar and tell them to eat. It's not gonna happen. They are going to revert to them primal instincts.
And if I play the first half,
we saw what Andre Gray did when he came on, right? Andre Gray was backing at the midfield. He was tackling in the midfield and pushing forward as well. If you want a striker, if you're not going to play number 10, and you want a striker that's going to be able, no, not every striker. You can't ask Robert Lewandowski to do things like where Griezmann do. Each player have different attributes. Your team is supposed to complement. Your team is supposed to complement each other, sir.
He's not that type of a player.
That's what I'm saying. Your team is supposed to complement each other, right? Those two are the same type of players. Why play them together? If you put Andre Gray there and ask Andre Gray to do that job, Andre Gray can become a part of that too. We go back into the midfield like he did in the second half, make tackles, link up with the play.
And you know what?
So Let me break it down
simple.
More fault, period.
You can play them together. You can play them together, but how can you follow the instructions that I ask you to do? I can play them together, but my instruction is when we lose possession of the ball and we're behind the ball and defending, you have to drop into midfield. If you're not doing that, I'm going to get your ass off. I'm going to put somebody who can do the job.
But you have somebody who already
can do the job. The problem is they're not listening. The players are not listening to the instruction of the coach, because I'm pretty much sure Whitmore plays 120 times for Jamaica. He knows what he's doing. I'm not going to beat him up. What we need is players that can follow instruction, because if you look at the local base or the local grown players, it seems like they don't understand instructions. Okay? If I give a player an instruction and he's not doing what I'm asking him to do, I look at my bench and I make the changes. And if I put another player out there and he's not doing that, I'm taking his ass off again until I fix it. You have 5 changes. This is not 3 changes anymore. You have 5 changes. You have adequate players on the bench who can assist you in whatever you want. So why is he not being assertive in giving the instruction and ask the players to follow the instruction? Because guess what? I'm the boss of this team. You are not the boss.
So, Mr. Porter, let me ask you something. At what point did Whitmore realize that they weren't doing the job that he asked him? If him give them a job to do, at what point did he realize that job that at 81
Too
minutes?
late.
81 minutes in, he realized, oh, you know what?
No,
Shamar Nicholson not really run back, you know.
It was too late.
81 minutes, you realize that Shamar Nicholson now go back in the midfield. 81 minutes, you realize that Corey now go back in the midfield.
It was too late.
So, I know Whitmore fault.
The change should have been made a
guess
long
what?
time ago.
And guess what?
Absolutely.
Rome. And guess what? I'm gonna explain this to you. And I want you to take this in and listen carefully to me. As a coach, the first thing you have to do when you transition from a player to a coach, you have to know that you're not a player anymore. When you're on the sideline coaching, you cannot get caught up in the moment because you're going to forget things that you plan on doing during the game. And this is what I think's going on. Whitmore get flustered within what's going on in the game. We're not breaking down the team, okay? We're creating chances, but we're not capitalizing.
Devon, I don't think that statement is far-fetched that Whitmore is enveloping in what basically you're saying is him a ball watch. Then if he's ball watching on the sidelines, it means in problem.
So coach. I think, coach, there's a reason why you have a staff around you in your system, coach, right? You're always caucusing, you're always exchanging ideas, you're always thinking about what should we consider here. You bounce ideas off your assistants. You should be doing a call out to say, you know what do you think? We're in the 68th minute. Shamar is not playing well. What do you think we should do? I'm thinking about taking him off. What are your thoughts, right? There's always a sharing of ideas. Nobody has a monopoly on intellect, right? In terms of what you think about weight and strategy.
That's true.
They're working in tandem and they should be working together. I don't think that is operating as it should. Maybe that's part of the challenge because he may say, you know what? Shamar's played for me. He's reliable. He knows not. Because some coaches do that, right? Like Bailey yesterday, which is he wasn't playing well, but I know his capability. I'm going to keep him on. Maybe same thing with Shamar. The problem that people had in the stands were there was a call for Gray to come on because people know Gray's capability. He's played 3 games so far. He's scoring 2 and have assisting 1. Or he's played 4 games probably. And they're saying, why is this player on the field, given his capability, and another player in his position is not playing well? Because I must admit yesterday, coach, I was very surprised about Burke. I thought Burke was phenomenal in terms of his work ethic. And the problem was, coach, when Burke got pressed high and Shamar is jogging, it kills the press. So the coach has a strategy about pressing. But if you jogging to go press and not closing down quickly, and another man is pressing, it kills the whole strategy.
Yeah, that's true.
I would like to ask the panel a question real quick, Coach Minty. Let's give Whitmore the benefit of the doubt and say halftime, Whitmore go out and give them instructions and say, go out and play like this. Are you saying that the instructions that Whitmore give them, at what point did he realize that it's not working? After 60 minutes, 70, 80 minutes, you realize it now work?
All right, let me answer that. Let me answer.
No,
let me answer.
As a coach, I would, the first 10, 15 minutes, second half, I would know if it's not working and what I have to do then.
All right, but look at this, gentlemen. We have to give the coach credit. And I don't want the people and say me a take up for the coach. Yeah? He made a change with Amari Bell. Brilliant change. Right? He made a change. Speedy. Some people thought it was a brilliant change. It's not a year there because I thought Hector wasn't doing bad. But probably more make a change. He made a change with Juna Flemings and Turgot. Brilliant change because we got the game winner from that. My challenge is that, people, the man dip on the sideline so long. And this is not bashing. When time people are be constructive, people always tend to say it is bashing. I believe in my estimation, me a coach to me know the thing. If me dip on that sideline and Mr. Shamar, nah, you have to kill the youth confidence when you keep him on so long and him a miss, you know. So I would take him off and put on Gray. Me I give Gray more minutes than that.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second here, guys?
Yes. Go on. No.
Go on, devil.
Go on, devil. We don't want to run here still, but
yeah, no man, it's a figure of something there. Could it be a case that Whitmore's thinking, and I'm not saying I agree with it.
Hold on the formula. Listen to me, gentlemen, and take care of the lady in the comment section. Only if you have brought up the lady.
True.
Come on, man. Please and thanks. So don't bother up Stacy. Shatter, take charge of that, no, man. And Fresh God and Jason and the others. Don't make them bother up the lady, man. All right, formula, go ahead.
True. Now let me just say this, right? I do think that Shamar should have been taken off a lot earlier, right? That's my personal opinion, right? But could it be a legitimate argument to say that Shamar Nicholson was getting himself into so many good goal scoring positions, so many good goal scoring? So he was being presented with so many opportunities to score goals in the game, right? Could it be an argument to say that the coach say, you know what, one must go in after a while, right? How many times
Pamela.
No,
I'm the devil's advocate.
What a devil.
How much gift?
People might laugh for a devil.
Hey, coach, I want to say something, coach. First of all,
I think you try to worship that man with the horn, you know the man with the horn?
Yeah. So here's the logic, guys.
Yeah.
And then saying Gray could put those away. That's what you're saying, right?
It could be.
Gray, you're basically saying if you don't get Shamar all that time when he's not producing, Gray could put them away. Look, there's some coaches who like to make changes early, right? Arsene Wenger makes changes 70 minutes. Arteta does the same thing, and fans get very frustrated because they see where players are not playing well, and the coach keep on playing these players. But I understand what you're saying, Formula, but I don't think that was the logic, actually.
No, but
guys. May have had different
Cranky, hold on. Cranky, remember what you're going to say. You see, in a situation like this, you see, same like how we as coaches want the footballers to improvise on the field, the coach sometimes have to make a tough decision. Whether you take off a man in the first half, or you take him off half time, or you take him off 5 or 10 minutes in the second half. You have to be bold, you have to be ready to make decisions like those in a game situation like that. Continue with that.
So, coach, here's another thing. We take off Bell, we take off Hector, we take off Turgot, right? Three overseas based players, I'm going to call it that. The two worst performing players were Bailey and Shamar, didn't get removed. They barely get removed at all, and Shamar was later. And Albert Paul was playing right in front of me. And second half, Albert Paul was what we call in Jamaica a boss. Man can't run down the field, can't come back. They're tired, and we're sitting there, and he wasn't having a great game either. We're saying, why is he putting Avas? Avas can't run. Avas, I want him siding, because no time not watching about on the other side enough. We're watching the people in front of us, and Avas can't run. And everybody's saying on my side, which is take him off, he's tired. We didn't pull the locally developed players, right? We pulled Shamar real late in the game, and that's part of the frustration people are saying, which is they're putting two together and say, you know what? Is there some professional treatment occurring? Now, you don't want to start creating these situations that they're occurring. They may not be facts. But you're seeing these things and saying, why the two players were playing really not well at all, still on the field, even though we know Bailey's quality and people don't think he's going to produce at some point. But Shamar has a replacement. Bailey may not have a like-for-like replacement. Shamar has one in Gray, and yet he was still playing. That's a question.
Yeah, Well, I'm doing. May I give a peace side. People, Cranky is talking how he's talking now because he sat right in the stadium, Explorer Stadium. So you see, when you go to the game like Cranky, you have a different perspective on even a particular player that you might have problems with, right, Cranky?
True.
But we're not going to touch that.
Well, that's true. Because I saw Hector. I'm going to say this again 100 times. All the Hector bashers, including yours truly, Hector played well yesterday.
Different point of view, Cranky. Dwayne, welcome. Where are you now? We soon get a point, fourth official.
Big up everybody on the show. Big up everybody in the comment section. I see the show grow. I'm there from where I talk to yourself, coach. So, with that said now, I'm going to try that devil's advocate thing there. Hopefully,
one more.
We have
Yeah,
a next
man.
level.
That's very rude from devil, you know.
All right. So me I hear people that say, yo, the coach never really to make no early subs. But one more really want to show there, at what point in the match the coach actually make him subs them? Because from we end up rewind the match after it done. You see me? I'm realizing that Whitmore actually make him first change in the 60th minute. Right?
I
That's
think it was
actually
68 minutes.
I'm actually have it right here, so let me just skip back to it. Junior Fleming's in 61 minutes, Hector out. Come you replay the match. 61st
Yes,
minute was the
that's true.
very first change. You see
That
me?
was
Yeah,
Taxi,
but
right?
yeah, but
No, it
No.
was
Junior
Hector. Hector
Fleming
got
did
changed
not
first.
replace Hector.
Hector got changed first.
Hector came out first.
All right,
Okay.
remember, because what go on the first two change them happen basically back to back. Right? The next change happened about 69, 70 minutes. And in a sense, what I feel that happen is that everybody's so anxious and I see what Shamar Nicholson do, I dash the ball them not really watch the tactical change where Whitmore actually dep on.
Yeah, man. I said that.
Because look on it now, Cranky I say, yo, Hector play good, I agree. Big up Hector straight. Right? But Cranky also say Hector says so boops and do a drop back more in the centre back role. When him said so boom man show and speed effect now, Hector now, it was more of a to put a quote unquote progressive move. Blair come off of the field, right? How much contribution in terms of goal scoring opportunity Blair created? We know say Corey and them and they that create them for Shamar.
Blair, hold on. Blair gave the assist to Corey Burke, you know.
Big up, him get an assist in the game, right?
Yeah.
Leah never play nothing.
I think him pass a ball where Shamar or Corey kicking at the side nothing. So him that contribute, man.
Alright, so probably I forgot to take him back Blair. But the way me see it is that you see that change there was Whitmore's attempted attacking change. With Junior Flemings coming on a him preferred position out wide and Speedy coming on to try actually progress the ball a little more and actually help out in the midfield a little more than what Hector had over that drop back. So that's just my little devil's advocate spin on coach changes and say the changes never that late as well. I make it say the biggest problem was just that up to a blind man could I see what Shamar Nicholson that go on with Panama and them feel. Big up Boza, big up the baller, but everybody that ball film come off of the field and that's what I'm getting beat.
Doing, you say you're advocate, but would I make that first change and him force me to take that.
Man, up to the blind man could I see what I want.
Well, Devon, before you ask him, remember, you know, if they said that the midfield wasn't doing anything, and I probably can agree, but look at it. The chances were still being created in the second half, and Shamar still missed them. So I would activate that change first. Because remember, I know we're there 1-1, and we know we have to get the goal in order to win the game. Or get 2 more goals. You understand? So Muda activate that change first. And not to say him don't know him do, but that's what I would do. But he makes some good change, but the late change we make is with Shamar with me no like.
All right, so
nobody know
we are draw 1-1, right? We have a couple things, but we are draw 1-1, and you take off the only defensive security you have and bring on Taxi. We are gonna be a little bit more progressive. And you said that was a tactical change, but did that benefit us? Because you know, some man them get a few more opportunities after that when Hector come out of the field. You realize that the last 20 minutes of the game was open because Hector was there to provide that security. That wasn't
attacking change. That's what
I understand what you are saying.
Top version of an attacking change.
But what I'm saying is, if it's at 61 minutes and you are trying to win the game, you can still lose the game at 61 minutes. Put in the striker.
Yes.
Keep your security. When you have 10 minutes left, pull out Hector and push forward.
I'm not going to try to defend the point there because I can't defend the point there up to a blind. Nobody, I'm not think KD can come defend the point there.
The next point, hold on, Cranky. The next point would I make, and this is kind of tongue in cheek, but honestly, me get giddy-headed and me get my head get upset every time I say substitutions to make and it no make. Because I remember only going to Southside, I sit down and watch Fred play 70 minutes with a yellow card. And instead of take off the brown cow, man, he make him man stay and get red card and they win up, lose the game. And I will never forget. Every time I see substitution for make and it don't make certain way, it piss me off, Barry. Me I tell you right now, me head a
That's why
happy.
you're not the coach. You see it.
You understand?
So, coach, let me say this.
Yeah.
The thing about the substitution is this: when you have a player on the bench who is just as good or better than the person who is playing, and the person who's playing is not performing, you can justify the change, coach. If the player they're trying to bring on doesn't have the same capability, you can say, you know what, I didn't bring him on because the player on the field, I think is going to give me more. In this case, Gray is just as good as, or even better than Shamar. So why, and we all are seeing that Shamar is not putting the balls away, and he had easy chances. We're not talking about difficult chances. Why wouldn't you make the change? That's where I'm mystified as to why the coach didn't make the change as the first change, frankly, instead of changing Hector as the first change. That didn't make sense to me. And there were other players on the field, to me, like Albus, who were tired, who weren't being put from the... So I didn't understand the logic.
But no, man, but to be fair, Cranky, but to be fair, when he took off Hector, right, and brought on Speedy, right, it was to regain some sort of a control in the middle of the park. Remember, Guadeloupe was having a little period, at the beginning of the second half, in about 15 minutes or so, at the beginning of the second half, that they were in the ascendancy.
And Hector was about to revert to him
Guys, here's what you guys are missing in the game.
last part.
We were losing the ball. Bailey and Turgot, mainly Bailey, was turning the ball over. Look, you know what we're doing? The second touch was poor from the forward. So they cut the ball, they control it well. When they push it off, they push it off too far. And what teams to understand this is in football nowadays, today's football, you want possession. Because if you have possession, the other team can't score. We weren't keeping possession. And people like Bailey, check Bailey's stats in the game. Go and check Bailey's stats in the game, which I think was an imperative. People say not getting a ball, change the system to fit him. I got frustrated watching the game. I'm thinking, why are you putting him from the team? I don't care how good he is. He's hurting the team.
Cranky, the next thing too, the next thing with that, with the change about the midfield and Hector, you know why we lose control of the midfield just the same? It's because the midfield of them were deep. Well, you know what? Turgot and Bailey should have slid inside a little bit more to pick up those balls. You see, when you play the long ball up top and either Corey Burke or Nicholas never there hold up play either. But if when you lick that long ball up top, if Bailey and Turgot there drift inside a little bit more to pick up those balls, the second balls would have been better off, because the midfield itself was deep. So we have a disconnect from the midfield and the forward line, and we had no one there in that small gap to pick up those balls. You get me? And again, we're poor in possession also. We give away the ball a lot. You get me? Alvas Powell had a poor game also, Cranky. No joke about it.
Question, from Bailey wing, was there any overlapping run at all?
2 times, about 2 or 3, and the ball wasn't being played on that wing often enough.
Yeah,
so I think Powell is out of form. I think he's not fit. He's definitely not fit, because a lot of work didn't put on that wing. You get
only
me?
Powell alone you think not fit?
What's that?
It's only Powell alone you think is not fit?
No, not only Powell alone, but it was more. It was all right. You see, even the role that he, quote unquote, he would be one of the fastest man in the back line. So when we got the free kick or the corner, he would slip to cover any counter that the team want to make. You get me? And I'm telling you, if they got 3 or 4 more and he was around there, would have been in trouble, man. You get me? He's really unfit. He's really unfit, and he was poor distributing the ball last night also.
So the lopsided nature of the attack then, it was deliberate.
No, I thought we were attacking through the wings, and I was very frustrated with Turgot, because on the left side it was wide open. Bell was going forward. Turgot needed to go inside to allow Bell to be by the left side by himself, because they were overloading on Bailey's side, and that wasn't happening in the game, which was very frustrating to see. And also in the final third, we weren't being effective in the final third, especially Turgot, frankly. We weren't effective in the final third. So we get the ball out wide. We are really close to the 18-yard box, and then, we hit the ball on the defender's leg, or we do something which wasn't progressive. And that was also part of the frustration watching the game, frankly.
Cranky, I have a direct question for you. If it is a case that Shamar Nichols say he put away him chances, would you be having the same conversation you're having now?
That's a very good question.
You directly may have put it who was in the stadium.
No, because I don't care who plays as long as they're playing well. I don't care who's playing, so long as you're playing well. If you score in the goal, you should be on the field.
So
He scored the last game, even though I think he didn't have a great game. So the coach has an obligation to play in this game.
all right, so no, that's not quite the question I was asking.
Yeah, would you have an overall issue with the performance, generally speaking, if Boza was hitting the back of the net and we were winning the game comfortably?
I would probably have overall concern about the team, but not about Boza. If you're scoring, Aubameyang plays on my team, Arsenal. He can't play football. He's a great goal scorer. He can't play football. But when he's scoring, we all accept it and say, you know what, he's a great goal scorer. So we accept his deficiencies. But if your deficiencies are manifesting themselves and you're not scoring, then why are you on the field?
So the performance, you say, would have been okay as long as Boza put it in at the net.
He had 2 clear-cut chances which were tapping.
Straightforward, yes or no? Do individual, do separation, Mar. Just want to know the performance.
You sound like you're lying, man. You sound like you're lying, but yes or no?
I would like
he really had one job still enough. He was
playing in front of achieve?
No, he was playing in front of Porter, so he had one job to put the ball in the back of the net.
Because what I try to achieve, right, is that during the match, my cuss no hell. Because me that watching the live, I'm say you that cuss to Devon. One time you say you know want swear, right? But just when it is, I'm saying so boops and put the game on replay, and I so come actually realize say with more make the change 61 minutes and so forth. Actually, I wonder if it is a case that Jamaica did not play as bad and the players didn't deserve the 3s and 2s when I really dish out to some of them.
Them never deserve it.
No, I saw people giving.
It was a case that Boza draw down everybody marks wickedly.
No, I saw people giving Hector like a 3. Yesterday, I had people give Hector a 3 and then give Black Bailey a 4, and I was wondering if we can somehow try, because I know we're all human beings, to put away the bias when we're thinking about people, put away how you view their capability, and judge them based on the performance at a point in time. Don't judge them based on their capabilities or what you think their capabilities are. Try to do it based on how they play in that game. I have no idea why Hector got a 3 and a 3.
Cranky.
Yeah.
Cranky. And you know what? You probably have to revisit the game and take a look at it. He has a point. It might not be a case that the team played very poorly, but it might be a case of Guadeloupe was defending well. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I ask you guys something? Can I ask you guys something?
I don't think it was an issue of Guadeloupe.
You know, Coach Devin Port, I really Devin advocate and I'm going like I understand. You know, but hold on, let me say something real quick. Now, ask all them a pointing question. Do you think this Jamaica national team can play the way they play right now against Mexico and win?
No, they can't.
No,
they can't.
No,
we're in trouble.
So if your answer is immediately no, how is yesterday acceptable?
Okay, but hold on. Let me explain this to you. Teams has the tendency when they play in minnows, they get off their game and get down to the level of the minnows. When you're playing a tough team like a United States or a Mexico, you would wonder, is this the same team that play Guadeloupe and Suriname? Because the level of the game raised, because they know that the opponent is not an easy opponent. And I'm going to tell you
about it. Serbia and Japan under 24 is a good example of that.
Yeah, you know, I don't know why that always happens, but it always happens.
I give you that point, Devon. I give you that point because
it doesn't work.
But to be
it's not all the time, but it
work all the time.
There are times when
it's like you just stoop to their level.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's just a mental thing. But my biggest thing about all of this is, do you think better teams would not eviscerate us, especially with the space we give them in the midfield? Especially with the space we give them in the midfield.
Yeah, they would.
My response is the football is round.
They would.
Me not call the match until I see it, because you asked a question just a while ago if the performance is acceptable against Mexico. Or so you see, once the performance give me the result there, I could have a hot one or a two love, and the worst performance give me the result.
I'm not gonna buy the concept that the ends justify the means because I'm not comfortable with the means. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm a Machiavelli fan.
But I think that you want your team to play well and build momentum. So when they get to the better teams, they're really synchronized and they're playing really well. And right now, I don't see that synchronization occurring. I don't see us playing as a unit. And I'm hoping that hopefully when we play Costa Rica, who is a better team on Tuesday, that we'll see that we have learned from the previous two games and apply some of the learnings to this game coming up. But right now, I'm not seeing it.
The big question is gentlemen, we can take turns to answer it. Do you believe that this team will improve going forward? Starting with Formula.
I just wanted, before I answer that, right? I just wanted to say something to Rome. One, I personally am not saying, that the team's performance was amazing, I'm just saying it's not as bad as the general consensus portrays it to be, in my opinion. That's the first thing. Second of all, you have to remember in a Rome as well, the preparation, again, people keep on forgetting this and leaving this out. The preparation for this Gold Cup tournament was poor. Is that really on Theodore Tapper-Whitmore?
And I've been saying that from day one. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Exactly.
Continue.
But to answer your question, Coach, I do expect to see improvement because, to be honest with you, I thought that the performance was an improvement on the Suriname game. In my opinion, I know some will disagree, but that is just my take. I personally think that it was an improvement on the Suriname game.
So Coach, you can't press with your top four players and two very deep sitting midfielders. That's not how you press. You got to press as a team. You know how Man City press? They press with all 10 players, even with the goalkeeper coming further upfield, frankly.
Yeah.
We are pressing with the top four, well, not top three, because Shamar is not, I don't know what Shamar is doing. And then Hector and DJ staying deep. So that space between the forward and those two midfielders is always going to be there. You can't press that way. That's not the way to press. If you're going to press, press. Don't do half-hearted press and then you leave yourself open. Everybody's complaining that the midfield is open. Because the midfield will be open if you're playing two deep and four up top.
Yeah, Rome, will we improve?
In a word, I don't know. I don't see any improvement on the way because of, you see, we play two separate ways in the two games we play. Yes, we had some changes in personnel in the first game, but if you realize the way the team was set up in the second game didn't give me any confidence that we're going to play in that manner. When Bobby Reid played in that 10 position, we had someone in there linking with the midfield and the forward. Now you put two strikers in there, you're playing a totally different way. Now, how are you going to play against Costa Rica? How do we know? If you look at Italy, when the Euro that we just sit down and watch, Italy play one way the entire competition, regardless of who them face.
Yeah, but Italy have the luxury for that room.
That's not the point, though. The point is if you want to play a particular football, the 360 where you make from one game to the next, right? 4-2-3-1 to 4-2-4, whatever that formation was. What's going to play against Costa Rica? How is there going to be? You said there wasn't any preparation. If there wasn't any preparation, where is the consistency to help bring that preparation? I don't see the consistency. And
yeah, but you have to remember doing a Rome is a balancing act, a tournament in a Rome.
And I do feel like the choices that you make in the game is preventing you from seeing, the performances in the team. That's how I feel.
In Rome, it's the same formation in both games in a Rome. But you know what the difference was?
Yeah.
You know what the difference was? He was using two natural center forward versus someone is much more versatile in this play and can actually play in midfield.
Exactly.
Right? So it's really
whose fault is that?
Play the same formation except that Bobby
Reid
actually has the
Why is that team fault, Rome?
And the two players don't.
The man,
so
I am picky team.
But we don't suppose the man don't have confidence in Tyreek McGee's ability to perform at this level.
Squad for them? Why you calling for
the squad? Him are the best available.
Where? Yo, Leon Bailey can play the you know, say Leon Bailey can slot in right behind the striker.
Boss,
the key
and do exactly what Bobby Reid did do.
Boss, but would he do it well? You see the type
But
of football the NBA
Him
Rome.
that do a job better than what Shamar and Corey Burke do, though.
I
Because
did.
them never
No,
do
no,
it.
no, no. I disagree. I
Rome.
disagree. I disagree.
No, them never do the job none
No,
at all.
no.
Rome. And I'll
The
go back.
the main thing
I'll
with
go
Shamar
back
Nichols
to
was
it.
that he was dashing with a ton load of chances. If Shamar is sorry, Mr. Porter, but me really want to
That's
say
all
this.
right.
Me just not say this and give it to you, Mr. Porter.
Yeah,
If
that's all right.
Shamar Nicholson was clinical in front of goal, we'd have been having a completely different conversation. You can't blame the coach really and truly for foresee, you know. So Shamar Nicholson I got dash with all of them chances, you know, brother.
Ask Coach Minzy when me tell him yesterday before the game. Ask Minzy right there, so if me never tell him, say, I would not play Shamar Nichols in this game. Even though him scoring our first game. I asked Minzy when me tell him why.
He was saying that, and I was advocating that you can't really put a goal scorer back on the bench. You have to start him. So yeah, Rome was saying that.
And I said, don't play him because he never give nothing apart from the goal in a game. Shamar never press. Shamar got the whole time. Every time he get the ball and lose it, he get a 2-on-1 over on the right hand side. I will never forget. And Shamar kick the ball, give the defender where a jog back before he cross. So Shamar never giving nothing in the game apart from the goal.
So what
yes,
happened
me
yesterday
happy for the
was
goal.
It's a fair point. Go through, Mr.
Corey
Porter.
Burke showed up Shamar Nicholson yesterday. If you guys knew that. Corey Burke was all over the place. Physical, quick, in the air, taking the ball down. He was very impressive yesterday.
He was a danger the entire game.
Yes, he played really well.
He's a workhorse. You know. He's a workhorse as a striker. He's a workhorse.
I advocated
But
for that on
I
my channel, you know,
think,
Mr. Porter, for Burke to start, you know.
Yeah.
For Burke to be the main guy.
I think the problem yesterday was the instruction to the second striker. And I think he did not carry out the coach's instruction. And I think that's where the breakdown comes. Now, in terms of the team getting better, there are room for improvement. And I said this before the tournament even started, that this team is going to use the Gold Cup for preparation for the World Cup. And people saying that, yes, we're winning the Gold Cup. And I said, you know what? I am not going to jump the gun and say, yes, we're winning the Gold Cup. As the team goes game by game, we'll assess the team. And if the other teams that we played allow this Jamaica team to get comfortable as the game goes by and they're winning and you're giving them confidence, this team can get very dangerous. Now, looking at the Costa Rica, you guys might not like it, but this is what's going to happen. And if it does not happen, then you guys can beat me all you want. There are going to be about 5 changes to 6 changes make in the Costa Rica game. You know why?
Yeah,
we have been in a camp for 9 days. We have been in competition for 2 games. People are going to get jaded and lethargic. You cannot allow fatigue to set in. You have to rest players. That's what I would do as a coach. You have to rest players, and I think Theodore and his coaching staff will realize that, and they're going to make the changes and put other personnel in. Now, you might not, Damian pick up a knock, and Moore is on a yellow card. One of the 2 of them might sit out. Adrian Mara might comes in. And that's what I think in the back line. I think Kemar Tax Lawrence will start. And Hector might be still there because I think they're not trying to kill him because of the changes that they did with Hector in the first game and the second game. I probably see Junior Fleming starting that game. And if Corey is healthy, because I don't know about the head injury that he got. I know he has a big coco. You know, he will be there. Andre Gray will be there. And I would like to see the young kid to see what he can bring. And that's Tyreek McGee against the Costa Ricans. And I think I will be comfortable with that. But the coach is going to make changes and we will get better as it goes by.
Okay. Michael, yeah, hear us, Michael? Oh, but you can't talk. Okay. Probably need to jump off and come on back.
Michael, they make you dumb.
We're hearing you now, Michael. We're hearing you.
We heard you.
Oh, you can hear. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, we're hearing you. We're hearing
Sorry.
you. We couldn't read your mind when you're shaking your head, but we can't hear you now.
No, it wasn't working a while ago, so I thought it still was on. All right. My problem is, quite honestly, I looked at the first game they won, and then I looked at the second game, and the same deficiency exists. We do not hold the ball in the middle of the field, and if you don't possess the ball in the middle of the field, right, you're not going to control the game. Right? We're all saying this and we're recognizing it. No amount of changes going to make this happen in the third game. That's my problem. Who are we bringing in the midfield that possesses ball? I know Tyreek has that ability, but you have to play somebody else with him who can possess ball, who has high pass ratios, pass completion ratios in the midfield, who mobile. Who do we have? Who does this? This has been the problem from game one. Yes, Shamar dashed a whole bunch of goals. But quite honestly, had he scored these chances and we won the game easily, it would not make us a better team. We still do not possess the ball. And when we run up against the Mexicos and the US, and right now at this point El Salvador or Honduras, we're going to get our asses handed to us, because they're not going to give us that time to learn this, to figure this out. And that's my big concern right now.
Yeah. In terms
Michael,
of
Coach, let me say this, Coach. Michael, you know what's very interesting about this? We talk about ball possession. We're saying the midfield, which seems to suggest DJ and Hector. DJ and Hector not turning over the ball now, which is very interesting, right? We seem to suggest that the midfield is losing the ball. It's not DJ and Hector, It's Turgot, it's Bailey, and it's the person playing this so-called second striker. They're the ones losing the ball.
Basically, say attackers.
Are we calling our wingers midfield, or are we saying DJ and Hector?
I'm talking about, to me, the way we set up, even though we call it 4-4-2 or whatever, it's basically 5 in the middle. It's 5 in the middle.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
And 2 of them, the deep line 2, basically they are making their passes.
Yep.
But the other 3 are losing the ball far too easily. I mean, it was happening in the first game, and it's happened in this game again.
Are you saying we intend to have 5 in the middle, because at no point we have 5 in the middle? Leon Bailey and Turgot they up under the 2 forward them skin all the while, Them the day night midfield, them the help them midfield.
I realize this, but that is part of the problem, because that is the breakdown. Because if you, as was said earlier, if you have your 2 sort of holding midfielders playing deep, you can't give up 40 yards at the field where nobody sits. It makes no sense whatsoever. But this is what happened in the first game, and it was happening again yesterday. We play
6-4. We play 1-6. No, think about it. So your 4 players are staying like high, and Hector and DJ are playing real deep. So you have that big gap between the strikers and the midfield. So you're really playing 6
guys.
You're not playing.
Because if you look at the first game, if you look at the key passes in the first game, all of them were like 30-40 yard passes out of defense. The key passes. At no point did our attacking our midfield string together, say 6, 7, 8 passes, move through the middle of the field and create a solid, key pass. No, it never happened. We play around the back, we tick, 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 10 times on the back and then a 30-40 yard pass to try and free somebody. That is old school English football. That is not what we're supposed to be playing in this day and age.
All right. In
Okay,
terms of hold on, Devon. In terms of the whole midfield, we know the deficiency we have in the midfield, that we don't have a ball handler in the midfield, and apparently nobody is on the bench to play that position. So they keep rotating between Hector and Williams. Going forward, we have to just accept this midfield, Bridging, in this competition. The fact of the matter is that if the players are going to be playing as disciplined as possible, following the instruction given by the coach, then we will be seeing this. If we intend to go to the final, we'll be seeing this midfield for a few more games, gentlemen.
Okay, Vian, you hear what Cranky says?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the two guys in the center of the park turning over the ball,
No, but I understand. I
and
understand that, Devon, but there's not a link. There's not a link between them. So unless they are playing a specific role, not to distribute balls. And in fact, Michael Hector distributed a whole lot of balls.
Yeah. Coach, you see,
let me tell you what I want.
One talk. Yeah. You see in this game, we could have switched tactics in this game. Hector could have sit and DJ play a little bit higher because we had the capability.
But that was happening. That was happening, Jeremy.
You get me? And again, you see that link play, that number 10. The game, we should have played a number 10 out and out number 10 in this game. A link player with one striker, honestly. Because the way this team play, we could have more than without a midfielder that can really control the game. We got ample amount of time. Them give us ample amount of time in the midfield to do whatever we want with the ball. You get me? We just choose not to.
So, coach, when you watch
and Jermaine, not only that, Jermaine, not only that, why at some point in time the coach, you decide to take Turgot off and put in a Jonah Fleming? Why didn't you switch Leon Bailey to his preferred left-sided position and see what you get from him? Because you're not getting anything from the right side, because guess what? He cannot dribble with the right foot. So he cannot place himself between the ball and the man, get in down there, because he can't square with the right foot. Okay? But you can put him on the left side and get that dimension from him, where he can dribble, put himself between the ball and the man, get behind him and square that ball inside. There's any crosses. There's not one crosses.
Coach, you just hit the nail upon the head. I'll get much more time, and I'll get much more time because Cataract is here. We just say one thing before we're done.
No, Cataract at 28 minutes.
Wait.
Let me tell you something.
Wait, 1 second.
Let me tell you something.
Number 21 for
this is what I would do.
Hold on, Devon.
Coach, number 21 for Suriname and Ruiz for Costa Rica. When they're playing in the midfield, how they play? They don't just make a safe pass, They dip their shoulder, they will turn, and the whole team is coming at them, get out of position.
And change.
Number 21 is all around the field. Cataract says running like a madman. No, he's everywhere, linking the play up. Ruiz will dip his shoulder and turn. We don't do that, I don't see DJ do this. I don't see Hector do this. They'll go for the ball, dip, turn. They break the press. It's wide open. They can go left, right, or straight ahead. Right? We don't have a midfielder with that confidence to take the ball, make a play for themselves, and create space for others. That's part of our challenge. We don't have that dynamic midfielder to do that. If we had a 10 like a Maggie, then frankly, who would come get the ball and then create those situations, that may be good for us and give the midfield much more credence about how they're playing. But right now, we don't have. We're just making the safe pass all the time.
So we are one-dimensional team there.
Me have 2 points. Me have 2 points to that.
Hold on, before you make the point, Rome, there's this notion that Leon Bailey does better on the left. Me go upon some scouting.
Is that a notion? Is that a notion?
Hold on, Devon. Hold on. It's a notion because Leon. Hold on, Cataract.
Somebody mute him, man.
Cataract, you want to get to copyrighted, man. You can't play a tune them on in live. All right, so Devon, why I say it's a notion, I did a little research today on Leon Bailey and some scouting reports on him. And the reports came back that Leon Bailey himself said that he is best part of the field to play, and they quoted him is on the right. So it's not a no.
Okay.
It is a notion.
All right, hold on.
You know where it comes from.
Rome was talking.
Hold on. We know Leon Bailey's best position is on the right. We know that for a fact. But
where's most effective now?
This is where we are go back to the coach, you know. Because if you are going to insist on playing two strikers that are 6'4" and relatively good in the air, then the conventional wisdom is that you try your best to get crosses.
You got to square the ball. You got to keep spirit and fill the back.
And if you have Leon Bailey, we have an impeccable left foot, and we said this in the video we're making up. Put him on the left towards the last 20, 30 minutes and make him swing the ball over. That is what I tried to do yesterday in the coach. Put him on the left and make him put some crosses on him. They neutralize Leon because him try yesterday to cut back on him right and cross the ball, and it never happened. And then the second point I'm going to make. We can all agree that Maggie is probably the most naturally gifted footballer that we have on this team right now. Right? Maggie, yes. We can debate whether that he is. But Maggie is probably the most naturally gifted footballer we have in this team right now. Okay. And you build a team, Maggie playing at the same position where we're missing. And from the distance between the two strikers and the two midfielders that we have are like 25 to 30 yards, which is completely empty. And that is the same area where Bobby Reed operating, and those are the same spaces that Maggie would have picked up. And you did not put him in there to try and make something happen. Then you have to answer these questions. You have to answer these questions. Because as Cranky rightly said earlier, that space was completely empty. So you have to look into that and say, the reason why Leon Bailey I give away the ball so much, the reason why Blade Turgot I missed the ball so much is because when the ball got to him on the flank, that person who should be there to give him the support to have because remember, you know, if we don't have nobody in the midfield right there, so that means say our opponent free if we go mark somebody else, you know. So he might move over to Blade Turgot. And right now Blade Turgot have the right back in him back and the midfielder come tackle him. So now he must either play it back or lose the ball. Yeah. Because you know have nobody in that spot if you free up the area. Football, you make space by your teammates help you create space. So if Bailey now have Alvas Paula or run behind him,
so there is no support from the midfield.
Him.
So you're saying that no support. Turgot didn't have support from the midfield.
Turgot never have support from the midfield. Bailey never have support from the midfield. You know why? Because they never have a midfield. Because homeboy Johnson come back and take the ball off Hector, and then what Johnson had to do? When Johnson look up, Johnson have 30 yards ahead of him before the next man can get the ball. Where's the help?
Hey, it could be a case in a room where something wrong with Maggie, you know, so we have to take that into consideration.
But
because we don't hear nothing and we don't see nothing about Maggie, so it could be a case.
They might be on the bench.
Yeah, but Rome. All right, man.
I'm just saying. Yeah, Man of Steel, go ahead.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, nice, gentlemen.
Look like water running in your background.
Yeah, you hear me better now?
Go on.
I fan.
Where are you? I fan. Okay.
Oh.
Go on, man.
Yeah, so what I say is, may I listen to Devon too? You know, say Leon Bailey himself, no, not necessarily himself, but him agent or him manager say that his best position is on the right side of the attack. He prefer to play there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, man, I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah, he prefer to play there, and that's where he play most in Leverkusen. So the notion that the coach, if you put him over the left side in order for him be effective in the game, I don't really buy that. Furthermore, me hear the person who speak before me and say him now get the support from the midfield. Brother, when the man them give Liam Bailey the ball, all him go take the ball and try to take on everybody and lose it and then stand up and walk
pressure.
half line.
Hold on.
No, me listen to you talk, someone listen to me. So when me done talk, then you can talk. all Liam Bailey do, when him get the ball, him take on everybody. When him lose the ball, him stand up, or him jack come back offline, come wait for the man them, he tackle back for the ball again, win it, and give him to go lose it.
And give him back again.
So, and give him back again to go lose it. And because him are the poster boy in our team, him are the name player and whatever, and him are our like a prodigy and thing, everybody look, so you know what we do now? Every time we mess up, we look for everybody else to blame and say everybody else are the fault or everybody else is to be blamed for why him can't be effective. You see it? And if we not continue to stop do that, him not getting well, I not say him not getting better, but him not gonna be so inclined to change that way the him play and whatever, brother. The man now live up to him name, and right now, if we are being honest, him only a playing our team because we see him ability and him quality when him doing in Europe or in a Bundesliga. But if we judge him off for Jamaican performances, him wouldn't be no automatic selection in our team because he's not effective, he's not produced. Yet still, we blame everybody else. So that's why when Frankie them and other people say maybe the thing look away is because we find excuse for our Leon Bailey because the ball them come from here and we know him and we use him. But when Blair Tergat them give away the ball, we cost them and Tergat more active in the game than Bailey yesterday. Tergat way more active in the game than Bailey yesterday and try. And also, remember say, maybe Liam Bailey have more ability than Tergat too. So, when Tergat try it not work, maybe we can cut him some slack. But the ability to we know Liam Bailey have, him not supposed to perform so poorly, and we are defending, brother. It's just like how we cuss Hector, as him give you a ball, we cuss him, brother. But Hector run on a man and try to tackle him and win back the ball. But don't Bailey give you the ball, him and walk back half-line and wait for the man to work for the ball and give him again, brother. So, we can't say just reasons for protect Bailey, brother. I'm not saying we beat him down and thing, you know, because you see me, as I say, we should be fair across the board. So if we are talk about the rest of the them and all them not perform equally, we figure the same level to Liam Bailey, brother.
So that
was real talk, but I say this. The coach is in a no-win situation. I'm telling you, in the stadium yesterday, my niece was saying, and she knows about football, why is he on the field? The crowd around us was saying, are you crazy? He has to be on the field. So if you're the coach and all the supporters, they want him on the field because they pick up the ball, they get excited.
You're caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, he's between a rock and a hard place. Because I was the one shouting out, hey, I'm telling you, I was very vocal, take him off of the field. And if people were saying, are you crazy? You have to play. So
brother, I was never defending Leon.
No, I'm not saying you were. I'm not saying you were for the
no, I mean what
but I'm just saying that the crowd in the stadium were very supportive of Leon, even though he was playing close.
Man of Steel. Man of Steel.
You never watch it live yesterday, Man of Steel. Ask Coach Minzy over time to tell him to take off Leon.
You know what I would love, Cranky? You know what I would love? I would love to be in the dressing room and at halftime to hear the conversation that goes on in there. Because as a coach, I wouldn't take it kindly. I went into a tournament one time, and halftime I was losing 2-0. And I go into the dressing room before the halftime whistle, waiting on my team in there. And when they come in there and I start, nobody says anything. You know, the report was that somebody outside heard what's going on inside there and said the coach is a gangster because he's telling the people them to to damage people. I said, listen, we have to win at all costs. And we end up winning the game.
But coach, here's
the team
thing,
talk
guys,
in the dressing room at halftime, a bad team player can't be a pretty talk. It cannot be a pretty talk.
But coach, here's the thing, coach. Here's how you undermine yourself as a coach. So if you're a player like a Fleming, and you think Fleming was probably mad at Gray. If you're Fleming on the sideline and you watch Gray playing and you play similar position and he's playing crap for the entire game and you believe you can go do better, you're not be put in the game, how do you feel as a player? It's preferential treatment. And no matter how good the person is, you're sitting there saying, but I'm not getting a fair chance because this player is on there losing every single ball he gets. He's not producing, and I'm playing a similar position, and I'm not getting a chance to play. How this demoralizing for a player?
I wonder what's wrong with my football.
He's mad at Gray, mad at Tapper, and mad at Bailey because he's saying, you know what, you shouldn't be on the field, so why are you playing and I'm not playing and you're not playing well? I wouldn't get the same latitude that you're getting. I wouldn't be allowed to play so poorly and play for the entire game. That would not happen if I'm Fleming. So why is Bailey being afforded that, even though he has a reputation? Maybe you pull him off at 70 minutes.
Because the man is a superstar cranky.
His play was atrocious yesterday.
The man is a superstar.
Well, here's the
He's
thing we know about
he's never been a superstar for Jamaica. He's never been a superstar for
That's
Jamaica.
true. That's true.
That is true. But here's the thing about football that we all know. While it is a team sport, you win and lose based on that one individual who gives you that exceptional play.
Yeah.
And I think he was on the field simply because he is the one individual we have who gives you that exceptional play right now. I believe the youngster Maggie can do that, but if you don't play him, he can't. So, you know, we were stuck in that position, and honestly, I think that's how Tapper thinks. You know, he will sit like it's like Messi. Messi can have an absolute terrible game, but he gives you 30 seconds of brilliance and you win the game. Right? And I think that is how Tapper uses Leon. You know, Leon is that type of player. He will have that moment of brilliance and create something. The problem is he hasn't done it for the national team. He's done it for Liverpool all the while, but he's not doing it for the Jamaican national team. And I think that's where the issue is coming up now.
And Michael, to be fair and honest, at some point in time, we're gonna see him turn up in these games. He will turn up because guess what? He's a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
He will turn up. Who knows? It might be the next game, it might be the quarters, it might be the semis if we get there. You know, he will turn up. He will turn up.
But I heard Rome was saying something about Leon Bailey. No, it was Rome. Our coach was saying that, you know, the player was saying that he's best on the right. Right?
And his agent said it as well.
Give me a minute, I'll be back.
The stats this season, you know, actually don't support that, you know. His goal contributions this season have been considerably more on the left than they have been on the right.
You know, I was searching for that formula because I heard it and I was searching for it because he came over to the left and he gave the assist, even though he played the ball and it was a solo effort there from Flemings, if you ask me. But I was searching for it, but then I met up on his scouting report. and he tells me that.
You know what? The thing though, I know like Cataract won't give me grief over this because he's a stats man. But no matter what stats there are, you still are a professional player playing in a system with a coach. And if you as a coach know that you have, as Frankie said, 2 6'4" forwards playing against a defense with considerably shorter than you and don't have aerial prowess, you put a man out there to deliver the cross. Simple as that.
Yeah, agree.
But can deliver across from the left side.
A major dynamic of our attack.
Bailey can swing the ball from his left and from his right.
Yeah, but when he's on his right,
he doesn't cross with high accuracy from his right foot.
When he's on the right, although he can do it, you can see he's not really inclined to do it. So he's more inclined to do it on his left. He's more inclined to whip in the cross on his left rather than when he's on the right.
Whatever is more inclined to do, another coach for that.
Exactly. The coach sent him out there to do X, and the coach
but
you know the
this is what I've been saying the entire time, and I said this yesterday as well. I mean, it bears repeating one more time. You keep 2 strikers on the field, both of them are 6'4", both of them relatively good in the air, and you know that Bailey is more proficient on his left foot. Every time him get the ball on the right hand side for cross it, he might either go flips the cross with him right foot or chop it back and try go for your in swinger or try go for goal. Put Bailey on the left hand side 60 minutes in and have him swing some ball and try lick the coke up and Coreyberg for it. What was hard about that?
I agree. That was
yeah,
and I was saying it from earlier in the game. I agree.
Coach.
it does
Go ahead,
neutralize a very important dynamic in our attack when you have the two big center forward them who are probably the best aspect of their game is indeed their aerial prowess. So I agree. That's one knock against Tapa in this game. I was and you know one thing I realized as well too, Tapa don't really interchange him wingers, you know. Tapa just have Leon Bailey get beaten from hops the whole netback Suriname game, you know, man. The man would even say make him put him on the left, you know, man. To try and see if the man can get a release, you know, man.
And the defender step in front of him and knock him over completely. And he lay down on the ground for like 5 minutes. And Tapa no look on that and say, brother, you bully him, you know. I'm just moving, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm not making excuses for Leon Bailey, because he should have come off I feel long time to him and Samar, you know. You understand?
So, Coach, I want to say this because I know we're making this a Leon Bailey conversation. I want us to get to a point as a team, as a country, where we're not depending on any one player, so-called superstar. We're at an inflection point in where we are in today's world, where we have a lot of talented players playing the Premier League of Jamaican lineage. They are very unhappy about what transpired in their country. The JFF, if you're listening, get up off your butt and go pursue these players because they're receptive to making a move. And the people around them are in their ear saying, you know what, there's an alternative. I said this yesterday. Hudson-Odoi was pursued by the president of Ghana, who told the Minister of Sports, first of all, he called him and said, come help us think how we can change football in this country. We want your opinion. He's 21, 22 years old. And then he said, Minister of Sports, we got to get this man. And now he's going to change allegiance. We have a chance to do the same thing. Let's stop doing what around and where people are saying, you know what, I don't want to play for this country because they don't want me, they want to accept me. We don't want Leon Bailey to be a person who we're saying, no, we can't play without him. You have a chance to get players with similar capabilities, go pursue them, and stop being incompetent. That's all I got to say.
Could it probably be a case as well too that from a public relations standpoint, that's not in the JFF's best interest? Because you know you're going to have a segment of the
country should be in the JFF's best interest. The country and how its football program is run and how well we do on a world stage.
I agree.
In their best interest. That's what they represent the people, not themselves.
How is that not in the JFF interest from a public relations standpoint, Formula?
No, in terms of look, I agree with Cranky. That's the best road forward. What I'm saying is that you know that you have a certain aspect of or a certain part of the populace, the general footballing populace, people who follow football in the country that are not necessarily high on the one bag of English ballers them coming into play and squeezing out young players like Maggie out of the team. I don't agree with it. I'm just saying a lot of people think that way. Right? So from a PR standpoint, you have to look at that. It could be a potentially dicey for the JFF to go that route.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
I'm not saying there's any fallacy in that argument, Formula. I understand the concern, but the African countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, are doing a much better job, and Algeria did a much better job in France, for example. Because a colleague of mine in England sent me a listing today of players from different countries who are pursued by other countries. And in some countries, they're all foreign-born players. Like all foreign-born. Like, you look at Algeria, for example. Almost all of them are foreign-born players. Right? Because countries don't have this hang-up about who is Algerian in France and who is Algerian in Algeria. They want the best team on the field. I understand the concern the JFF have, and it's a legitimate concern. But you want to put the best product on the field. If the Jamaican players aren't good enough, then get them to be at the same competence to be able to perform. Don't water down your product by playing them. Try to get them to the same level.
The JFF needs to stop using the Jamaica football, the national football team as a springboard for players. You need to stop using the national football team like Salvation Army. Okay?
The views expressed by the panelist sport official is not necessarily those of the coaches.
Thank you for clarifying that.
It might not be the coaches'
like Salvation Army.
But it's a correct opinion because the reality.
I did not say it was incorrect. I did not say it was incorrect. I did not say that.
No, but in all fairness, though.
Oh, sorry.
Go on, Rob.
What I'm saying, this is the fourth official speaking, and I'm saying that the JFF needs to stop use the national football program as a Salvation Army regime. Okay, we need to stop see young talented footballers and say, oh, if me give him the number 10 and make him play against Suriname, somebody else might see him. We need to figure out different ways to develop with players. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say it on the previous program. If you are 27, 28, 29, and you're born in Jamaica and a footballer, and you're not in Europe, on your way to Europe, America, trying to become better yourself, then the boat already gone for you, you know. What needs to happen now is the JFF needs to implement a 15 to 20-year program. You need to win now. Bring in everybody you can bring in. Win now. Get sponsorship now. Use that money where you have now to invest in your infrastructure. That means club, facilities, coaching, especially coaching. Once you build up the coaching, you build up coaching from young, from primary school, all the way up. That's how you develop your program, right? We don't have the coaching right now to say, the ballers them can come up and develop football. You hear Maggie saying go overseas and them learn the game. If you can develop a tier system like where referee have, where FIFA have referee, where JFF have a program where coaches develop and gain credibility and certification, you know, on a level, then we can say, all right, we're coaching them on a level, so the players them on a different level. We don't need to worry about them old money about you going to bring them in a national team. Remember when the days pass? We need to win now to invest in our future for man them later.
All right, Rome, we hear you.
This has been the argument from day one.
And I feel that money room. And I feel that money room.
This is where I said we should have been right from the get-go. And remember, I said even though people were talking about this is the World Cup to reach, I wasn't thinking about reaching it simply for the standpoint of reaching it. This was the World Cup to start investing for 3 World Cups time. Because exactly what Roma said, and that message from day one. Until you put in place a proper coach development and then player development and stop trying to bring 26-year-old Jamaicans who are playing in MLS into the national program. I don't mean to be rude to them, but then time passed. We did this up here in Canada. I mean, Canada, no big shit, but we did it here. And we had to, trust me, it's hard. When you're telling parents, say them 16-year-old was not part of the future. Because we had to tell them that. Because we had to start investing in the 7-year-olds to try and reach 2 World Cups time. That is the decision we have to make up here. And Jamaica need to start make that decision. The GFF, the problem that I still have with the GFF is the ownership of our club system sit on the board of the GFF and they're making decisions for their players, not for the national program. And I have a problem with that.
That's your background, Michael? Turn. No, that sound like somebody else's background, a cranky.
Yeah, somebody else's background.
Yeah, man. All right. Let me see this super chat there. Big up Ferran. We should believe in winning at all costs. Some people don't believe in that still enough, Ferran. But if it's mostly Europe-based, then why not? If the team wins, Jamaica wins, and the fans celebrate. #1 Jamaica. I want to say something to you, gentlemen, because me believe that the best team should be put on the field. I am not going to say where they are coming from, because we have Jamaicans all over this world. All right, Marlon, after me, get you a chance, give you a chance to come on the floor. When you look at
coach, when I say this, the people them in England, them hot, coach, them hot. You have to strike when they're high and hot. The people them hot, them vex.
That's true.
They want alternative. They want alternatives.
True, because I hear no cranky.
Follow JFF.
I hear no cranky. These players are just waiting for a call now, you know.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there waiting for a call now. So I agree with that. Now, I watched the game with the Reggae Boyz them play. Trust me, brethren. It was a eyesore. And the eyesore that I had watching the game. Hey, Shatta easy, you know. Shatta say I watch cartoon cranky at 12 o'clock.
I have a 9-year-old here. I have a 9-year-old.
I don't swim.
Let me see the shatter. Hey, shatter.
Can't run up the adult.
Say hello. Good. To the 9-year-old.
Can't Rocky adult swimming night.
Cataract. Cataract. We can't accept that music up on the stream. Them are gonna copyright me. Sorry, Cataract. Them are gonna copyright me. Can't afford that right now.
No, man, we don't play now. We don't play.
No, but we are hear the music, Cataract. We are hear the music. So try to get out of the noise and then you come back. Quick and fast. Alright, I was saying until Cataract gets back. I was saying, you see this whole ball game my man them play. I think it was slow. It was boring. It was indecisive. It was not creative. That was my eyesore. You see, the last probably 20-15 minutes of the game when they want to score, them turn up the tempo, you know. That tells me that the ball game can play, so you know. You understand? So that was a problem with me have. I want the man them talk on it, but we are here from Marlon first. Go ahead, Marlon.
Yeah, good night everyone on the panel and everybody in the chat. As Coach alluded to a while ago, we have played 180 minutes of football game in the Gold Cup so far. Or probably 190, almost 200 minutes extra time. We have been competitive in around 45 minutes. 25 minutes in the game yesterday, and there was basically 20 minutes in the first game. So we are playing in patches. There's the coordination of the side is not there. The four goal we have scored, we are talking about individual brilliance from the players. Right? It's not a build-up play, right? The build-up, we had a couple build-up play that the keeper saved a few and person didn't score them. So we are way off. If you're looking at our US team, person that's still bashing the US team said they're struggling. Canada same way. They look more fluent than us. I'm watching Honduras and Panama right now, and the team, the two units look more cohesive and the same way. The players, guess what? Person say we come on YouTube and we are bashing the players. We're not bashing the players. When the players are good, we come out and we congratulate them, right? When you come and the guys don't put in a good performance, you have to come and give constructive criticism. And person don't like that. So when you come on this platform and whatever we say, we're all talking about for the benefit and the betterment of the players. So the team game, from a football standpoint, they need to improve a lot. Out of all the 8 teams right now, I think we're probably at the bottom of the pot, looking up.
All right. Cranky, I know me I laugh for that something there.
Yeah, that was like a shatter. That shot. But coach, I didn't realize, coach, is this. I have my iPad on.
Yeah.
I didn't get my speaker working, but my computer was on. And I just realized I should have turned it off.
Yeah.
So. Shatter, good call out.
Coach, we can get a quick word in.
Yeah, man, but
yeah, we can't stay too long outside party. Because I can't say you don't hear no music now. I will lock up and drive up the road. But
that is an oxymoron. Just Cataract, quick word. But go Cataract, go on.
Go ahead, no Cataract.
No, but I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say, the coach. But even know what the show I say, you know.
We know. Keep talking.
As you can see, coach, we're there in the juggling. Anybody there in Florida, a Fort Pierce, the thing there, you know. Cataract sound, Virgo sound, you see me? To the yard way. So here what happens, coach. The man they go and juggle for half an hour, so I'm there for half an hour. I think we have as long as that because we cut off a little bit before. I don't know what the conversation was, but coach, I couldn't talk last night. So I hope you give me the opportunity to say a few things. And if I repeat, just let me know and hear me. I say, coach, you know, so when me young and me a fight, you know, I go about 26 fights undefeated. And my coach always tell me, say, yeah, keep your hand low, you know. You know, keep up your guard. I mean, I laugh after because I knock out boy and go through. And then one time I go to Wales to fight for the Welsh belt. I have the English, Scottish, and British belt. And Ireland, 4 belt me have. And coach when we wake up, you know, the body might throw some Sprite from my face and water and a box me and say, Blake, wake up, wake up. And I jump up and say, yeah, we're ready for fight. And the man said, no, time for go home, the fight done. You were knocked out. You see, coach, if you win and you ignore the weaknesses and deficiencies, you can always keep winning against weaker opposition. There's a thing called step up in level, step up in class. And when you step up in class, you get exposed. And I am thankful for the 3 points, the 6 points that the Reggae Boyz got. But I'm not thankful for the performance, coach. Because I speak for myself. I don't know if Dre anywhere that come on the program earlier, Mark Plunkett, any one of them man with a Dana 115. Coach, it was painful. It was like slow torture. But watch aside. Get chance after chance after chance and just a dash them way. That's what happened in this game. I'd really want to know if the fans feel we played better in this game than against Suriname. I have my own question. Coach, Guadeloupe is not a real country, you know. I want some people understand that Guadeloupe is not a real country.
Well,
Guadeloupe
FIFA
is
don't
a
recognize them in
department of
football.
France. No, but the world don't recognize them. United Nations, they are a department of France. Right? That's like if you go in a department store, they saw run a Macy's, the man over there for North America, and you check in a shoe store. It's not the whole store. And we struggled to impose ourselves on them. Coach, right now when the team land back, may I call upon the authorities to arrest Stopper Whitmore for impersonating a football coach. You understand? And them have to check and see if in FIFA license, if a L.A. Lewis sign it by the Maroon government. Yeah?
Cataract, easy.
Because
easy.
it can't be a real license, brother.
Easy,
No,
cataract.
brother,
easy.
may I talk my mind, dog. Hold on now. Cranky there, Orlando. Him there over 34, I don't know what happened. Brother, when me see yesterday, you can't beg for your friend, Devon. You cannot beg for your friend. We there up in a 115 coach. And the mount of SUM your mother, me hear the people them, the expensive seat them, that I see row 15 and 14, I throw up on top of some man I tell top of the dirtiest thing. Because it is obvious that there is an issue in the camp, there's an issue in the coach selection. It is mind-numbing and nauseating, right? Coach, how can we have a Premier League striker, a warm-up for 40 minutes, and
The
when
coach
the
never
man
member.
are
The coach
going at
never
the
member.
tunnel, brother, the man are remonstrate. Devon there so somebody gonna use some nice stuff. The man is remonstrating. And when the frustration meets the man, right? Hear them big word, they count how much letter I word, remonstrate. When the man take off the bib and start walk going like tunnel, a Paul all take with the card. What you call the card the FIFA give you? Substitute card. Take it away from Lamar Walker and run go near the tunnel and give Andre Gray. In case people never know what happened and see what happened on TV. But Theodore Whitmore was about to introduce Lamar Walker into a game.
So wait, hold on, my boss. Hold on 1 second, my boss. You are saying that Paul Hall.
No, me now hold on, brother. Me tell us.
The man have a limited time.
The man asked for repeat.
Brother, me don't know if the camera. Me don't know if the camera. Me don't know if the camera. Me don't.
Him override the decision
Hold
of
on,
the
man.
head coach.
Me don't know if the camera. Hold on, formula. Hold on, brother. Me have a limited time. Cause half an hour, the sound of my play. And me done to give out 10 minutes and quote to the music on. So I have to drive a distance. a wait to make sure. Coach,
But
I
you can't
don't
just
know if the
drop that
camera
club
was
off and
showing
you
you
just
these
make
things,
you just
right?
yeah man,
I
go
don't
through,
know if
go
the
through.
camera was showing these things, coach.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, we never see that.
Paul Hall spent about 5 minutes in the ears of Tapper Whitmore before that change. Right? It is clear we are playing with a quota system that says you cannot have more English-born players on the field than Jamaican players. Alvas Powell bust. Cranky, when I come off, you tell them, because you did the over Alvas side. Alvas bust. Alvas well one giant Cranky in the side and wave some flag. He don't want to play the more football. He tired. Gas done. Engine out. Pull over. Call triple A.
Well, people just
And the
remember
coach
the
of Maria for
views.
sit down on the bench.
The views expressed by Cataract are the views of what he
Are the
saw while
views
in the
of
stadium,
all
and
the
they are of
patrons.
Cataract. Yes, and there are views of the
And
patrons
of
in the
all the
stadium.
patrons sitting in 115, 114, and 116 section.
All right.
Me not tell no lie for nobody. Coach, me not get to look for the comment. Ball occur. If you're there now play, show your face, show your ugly face. Because every day me there so you come post. Boza. You know Tampa they far from Orlando. Right now the people them a look for the ball at Tampa and can't find it. When you kick way in a row Z at the stands. You had a forward coach. Boza scored in the 6th minute of the first game. And since that time, I'm looking for his contribution to this side.
Now that team in his team for doing a score. So
No, remember say some man, hold on, coach. Remember say some man say him to get 8 because all strikers are bought to do and paid to do is to score goal. Remember that argument after Monday?
mm-hmm. See, Bala
Remember the
can show
argument,
up
the coach?
himself, you know.
Good.
Bala can show up in a comment now. You
No,
call him out, you know.
him say, hold on. But some other man say that he must get 8 out of 10 against Suriname because strikers are paid to score.
Mm-hmm.
So I like how him never score yesterday. Me start him at 0, coach, because he no score. He no make 1 assist, -10. He stand up over the man free kick and take the free kick and run with Liam Bailey from the free kick. He run with Daniel Johnson from the free kick. We don't know if you see that.
Yeah.
And then blast the ball into row M. It never goes Z. He was not the person practicing free kick. Coach, remember when I did training, coach, I stay at training in the rain and all them things for 3 hours, you know. It was Daniel Johnson, Liam Moore, it's a practice free kick. We know say Liam Bailey can take free kick, right? Good. What is Shaman Nicholson doing again the free kick?
Man, them say my future, so
minus.
And say my future, so them put him
No,
up front
coach.
to take the free kick.
I am buying a buckle, a old gallon buckle of crazy glue to throw up on the bench. So I glue him firmly to the rotted bench so he does not get up and try to interrupt. Coach Corey Burke showed up Shaman Nicholson as a striker. Corey Burke showed a turn of pace and go past the defender. Square the ball with the right amount of what you call it again, weight on the pass.
Mm-hmm.
And all Shaman, the man Shaman could have just gone up on the ground and kiss the ball and play with it with the head and push it like that. Instead, the man kick the ball. I don't know if the man have a girl up in his stand where he might give a match ball to. Explain to me. Right? Coach Shaman get about -50. It was a disgrace. And the people in the stand, all of them, the people in the stand are crying for Andre Gray. Right? Flemmo come on. There is issues between the British-born player and team because here say make a statement on a live.
No, Cataract, no, Cataract, no,
It never said?
Cataract, no. We put out that show that one that she win a long time. That it was a misunderstanding from a fan who brought it on a channel. Ryan went on the live and then saw it out. So he never goes so.
Okay, all right. My respect. Sorry, Flemmo, if you think. But for everybody, embrace everybody. Because Jonah Fleming came on, and I don't think Leon Bailey got an assist. I think Flemmo made the goal for himself, aided by Andre Gray, who positioned himself in the box and tear open the CD.
I'm glad you said that. I got grief yesterday saying the same thing. Was it yesterday or today? I got grief saying the same thing.
No, but hold on, Cranky and Cataract.
Coach, I know.
In the football statistics book, it will come as an assist, but in my estimation, it was one of those solo goals from Junior Flemings. Okay. But it is in the book as an assist. So we can't take with that.
Coach.
Yeah, go ahead, Cataract.
Team props to that as well.
No, hold on. Pamela, tonight is not the night for the beat, you know. Tomorrow night we have a beat you. But here what? Bailey was going to the sideline. Hold on, man. Bailey was going to the sideline.
We can do it tonight.
Bailey was going to the sideline to get. Hold on, man. Bailey was going to the sideline to get a buckle of water, and happened to buck up on a ball where a stray come over the left hand side to pick up your buckle of water, you know, and buck up on the ball, and it licked on him and it go to Flemmo, and Flemmo do some little magic thing.
No, Cataract. Me not subscribe to that. No, Cataract. Coach, you have to give the ball a credit.
Coach, what was he doing on the left hand flank?
Him change.
Coach.
The man make a change from the right to the left.
You see, when I watch TV, you know. Change with who?
The TV you have to watch, brother. After all I want to
Hold on, man. Coach.
Hey, Cataract, regardless of what happened, Leon Bailey got the ball. He could have whipped the ball into the 6-yard box.
The ball. He could not whip the ball. Coach, he cannot whip the ball.
Of course, the man could have whipped the ball, but if you look, more you watch it 5 times.
Which ball?
More you rewatch it 5 times.
Coach, bring up that comment there with half time, say.
More, hold on, yeah, distract me. More you watch it 5 times, Cataract. The man deliberately play back the ball behind the defender. In the space to Flemings.
Exactly.
Deliberately?
Of course. I don't know buck up.
Yeah, man, but
Coach, hold on. I can't hear 100, man. Let me just ask Coach a question. Let me ask Cranky. I could have Cranky running away from that side there. Coach, who did he change with? When you have 2 wingers, a left winger and a right winger, they interchange. Which winger did Leon Bailey interchange with?
All right. You want me to answer, right? And I will answer by saying,
yes,
even if that is not the case, the ball still came to Leon Bailey, and the man passed the ball to Flemmo. You can't take that from him.
Exactly.
Yeah, but coach, if you watch the play start,
it's a good question that they start,
Leon Bailey make a few passes coming over, you know, before him get by the ball, you know. If you watch on the play originally start, you know, about 15 passes, you make before the goal is scored, you know.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Brother, wait, brother.
No, Devon, no.
Man of Steel, you're absolutely right, sir. Leon Bailey didn't end up over there, so because he chose to go over there. Is it run a play, get Leon Bailey over to the left-hand side. Couple passes, couple runs, and get Leon Bailey.
Yeah, man, about 15 passes them make, man. Let's watch it again, man. Before I go to
Gentlemen, we're not negating the fact what happened before. Negate that, man. The fact of the matter is that the man make the pass to Junior Fleming. Who the ball come from last? Hey, don't cranky. Frankie, no.
I know, coach. I know.
I get me in that trouble, you know. I have to end his stream, you know. I want to do, man.
Coach, what me I do is, you know, me I try explain to Cataract say, and by accident the man end up over this so. Him involved in a play from its start, and him end up over this so. I don't think about accident or a mistake or whatever.
True, but
Cataract.
But even if it's a mistake, even if it is a mistake,
so let me answer you, coach. I can't, coach.
Yeah.
I can't really say who the man them is, right? But coach, me I say to you, when wingers interchange, the left wing come to the right wing, and the right wing goes to the left wing.
And I agree with that.
Hold on. What the delay kill me, coach?
I agree with that, Cataract.
I don't know football.
No, we not put it to that. We're not putting it to that.
Cataract, be the interchange was not the right way.
Coach, you censor me. The man, there was no interchange. I water the man a come for.
But Cataract, me agree with that. Cataract, me agree with that. I say it no matter how him come over there.
No matter the man.
That me I say, he made the final pass. Cataract, you are a statistics person. If you check the stats, Leon Bailey assist.
And it was an instant final ball.
Very good pass. Actually, it's a beautiful pass.
Of course, that was a good pass.
Yes,
right pace with a good pass.
Yeah.
Cranky.
Yeah, and picked out Bailey on the edge of the box.
Flemmer
on the edge of the box in space, you know. Flemmer was on the edge of the box in space, you know.
It's on YouTube, go look at the highlights.
That's why I'm telling him to go watch it 5 times. I don't think I joke me, I make. More on Cataract watch it 5 times. No more on that Cataract. No less than that. 5 times.
Edge of the box. Flemmer was not on the edge of the box.
No, he was Cataract.
He was on the edge of the box.
Flemmer ran into the box.
No, guys, listen.
I never said he was in the box. He was on the edge of the box.
Fox Soccer Highlights on YouTube has it, Cataract. He's on the edge of the box.
Yes. I'm barely picking him out to that decent through ball.
All right.
No, I'm watching it. I'm watching it right now.
Hold on. I am congratulating the team for playing with 2 wingers on one side and leaving the entire space over for the right hand flank open. Anyone that played it, hold on, coach.
Man, we know why you say that,
played it breakdown. Coach, me I watch a match, you know, coach. Coach, when Bailey came over on the left flank, right? The entire right side left wide open. Remember, say Alvarez bust from half time, you know.
You are speaking hypothetically, Cataract. The goal was scored.
Okay, coach. No problem. Coach, we can sit back and relax, you know, because more matches come against big side. No problem. No problem, coach. So the goal was scored and everything was great. We are drinking from night. Talk about the first goal when we score. Where did Guadeloupe score? Because it's the same thing. You play out of shape. If you lose a ball and you out, coach, eventuality, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Every time you get a wonder goal, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you know why
hold on, coach. You know what you do? You do like my friend Formula Sport. Go hide run a one part run on YouTube and think say we now watch YouTube and go see him. And get Amari Bell 8.5. You understand? Yeah,
a big channel go on Cataract, Mr. Primo.
Let me start beat you, man. You think we need to find you around the park? Remember some of the boring you said. Remember some of the boring run so. And I give him man glowing review.
No, hold up. Who that now?
Brother.
Who that? Which player did I give a glowing review? Make us settle it right here and right.
Formula, you gave Amari Bell a glowing review.
For which game?
Amari Pink Shoes Bell.
Which game, Cataract?
That must the first game.
For the Suriname game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
and you said the man to start. And therefore, coach, I am demanding that tonight you delete Formula Sport because Formula Sport responds for the own goal. Because Taxi start, and if Taxi does start in Nena have no own goal.
Cataract, come on.
Oh, no.
For starters, you cannot wrong Amari Bell for that first goal, right? Amari Bell was actually doing the right thing by trying to block the cross.
No, me wrong you. Because if you never gave man 8.5 on top of area, the man would have asked.
Cataract.
The man said the
Guys, I'm looking at this
unlucky.
tape. Why did Fleming react the way he did, actually, when he got hugged by Gray? I know we talked about this. Guys, I think we play over stuff. I'm watching the tape like 4 or 5 times. Gray hugged him up his score. He didn't acknowledge that he even existed. Like, what the hell is that about? He didn't acknowledge him. I understand the second. Williams came up. He didn't really give him a little pat either. He shook Bailey's hand, but he didn't acknowledge him at all. It's almost like it's a teammate. What the hell is that about?
I'm cranky. Why you gonna revisit that, man?
No, because I'm watching the tape.
No, he was cranky.
But which show with that?
Coach, and it became so obvious. I never saw
No, cranky. Me say that all the time, man. The man, me say that all the time. Goal scorer just pump in the moment.
Cataract, you mute.
You read too much into that, cranky. You're reading too much into that.
He shook Bailey's hand though.
Yo, it's
No,
not
hold on.
Cool down a little bit.
Yo, formula.
The one deal with the foot.
Formula.
Go ahead.
Make Cataract, hold on. Cataract have a limited time, you know. You have a limited time.
30 minutes.
Just make him talk. Make him talk.
How long is limited time? Can anybody feel like
No,
that?
coach.
Unlimited time for about an hour.
Coach.
Unlimited time we have, coach.
Fella. No. I have half an hour and 20 minutes. Coach.
Cataract, we don't want to miss a plane, you know.
Guy, I drink a bottle of, no, me drink a bottle of Red Label wine earlier. I'm a inside and a white rum and Bailey's the man. So sometimes I say all 3 my key. So me I press it, it a go mute because I see 3 of them. I'm not sure which one I my one. You understand? All one time I almost turn off the camera. So coach, you what now? Big man thing. A rum talk. Coach, I want Formula to apologize to Jamaica for putting on YouTube any information that the coach could have heard and put Amari Bell to start the game there.
But all right, so apart from the own goal, right?
What's your man?
Really
No, what I mean, man.
Hold on, look at police. Police are digging up Cataract, you know.
It's looking right.
Cataract, you better go on, you know. You better go on,
What I didn't
Cataract, you better go on.
PHB.
Better go on.
No, man, when I talk come PHB, I say, but then I care.
Go on.
No, hold on. The man say, when I talk PHB, I say, but then I care. And they want who in a car with life.
No, Cataract, you better go on, you
because
know.
I lose my life to come deal with formula.
Well, I know that's why we are saying we are getting time off tonight. We are getting time off tonight. Because we don't want nothing there, you know.
I don't think we get Fleming enough credit for that goal in the court. I watch it about 5 times.
It's a wicked box foot goal, man.
It's about 4 man turnover, you know.
It was 3-4.
Me, we not give him credit, Cranky.
Not enough credit for that goal.
Remember, we say, you know, I said it's an individual, brilliant solo effort, you know. I said that.
The finish too, you know, the finish through the legs of the keeper, and the man blast it all through the legs. You know,
so he keep before the keeper go down, the ball gone already in the back of the net.
Wicked
so of course,
goal,
we
man.
give him credit.
Wicked goal. Wicked. One of the best goals I've seen.
Anyways, Cataract.
For the national team.
Cataract, we don't want nothing there, you know. Florida, you're there, you know.
Yeah, you up. No, me have to go boogie.
So me give you next minute. Me give you next minute and then. Yeah, me don't want nothing there, sir.
Coach,
we don't want
nothing. Coach, he doesn't know what a minute
means.
No,
he doesn't know what a minute means.
No.
Tomorrow, Cataract.
It's a bad man party, and the man then come lick the window. So, I take with my body.
Yeah, man, look more.
You know, so we're not afraid still enough because Cataract with name, but you know that's something they're going at Garrison.
Yeah, on a different level with the NBA.
Click the subscribe button and do the right thing. You see tomorrow night, coach, they're free and single and
ready
coach.
Ready for the beat. Ready for the beat.
No, coach.
Coach is taking a night out tomorrow.
Coach. Oh, that's good.
Cataract, look more.
We have to talk about, and I would like to hear I would like to hear from the people about the work of Theodore Whitmore because it really, me I go and listen. You understand
Yeah,
me now?
man.
Therefore, I go and listen to
Yeah,
hear how
man.
the man them talk about Tapa Whitmore and what happened. Big up everybody in our life. Big up Dre Anywhere. Watch me gone. Big up Dre Anywhere.
Yeah,
Them
man.
man they
Yeah,
drive
man.
3 hours down south come pick me up.
Yeah, man.
And
We
3
talk
hours
about
down
it.
south come take me back. Big up Dre Anywhere and the whole
Yeah, man.
coaches, this family. See?
All right, big up.
Yeah. Mad move. Bless up everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, man, cool.
All right, so that's Cataract. Everybody know
Oh,
Cataract.
formula.
Yo.
A man come beat Formula for 1 little minute and I try beat Leon Bailey, but
No
why?
man, he not beat me, man. He swing and miss, boss. He swing and
Formula,
miss.
what me just say?
You don't
Formula,
wake
what
up.
me
You
just
don't wake up
say?
yet. You don't wake up. It's like cataract on him that way. You don't wake up.
May I say formula? May I say the celebration from Fleming?
Mm-hmm.
I think it have more to do with probably sending a message to the coaching staff than Andre Gray. I think it have to do with Andre Gray.
Yeah.
You know,
I think him have nothing against.
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Cause Cranky then come, they went
Remember
to
the
the live and
last
started
World
out.
Cup, you know?
Huh?
Remember the last World Cup, you know? So the last World Cup when my brother did take the penalty, take the ball from us, Hector one of them money and scored the penalty. It's a similar celebration in pull off, you know. The name forward name again, man. Mattox.
Maddox.
Look
Yeah,
back on
yeah,
the
yeah.
game, Mattox scored a penalty there.
Yeah.
Similar
No, but
celebration.
I want to give him credit. It's a
Oh, yo,
when
man
I
of
saw the
steel,
goal,
man of
but now
steel.
I'm watching it in slow motion. It looks
Yo.
totally different from when you watch it initially. Actually.
So here's my take on that. I said this for Ryan channel earlier today, you know.
G-
When the man
no,
score,
Rome. We don't want to
wait,
go
now
back
hold
to
on.
some
A man no turn left or right, you know. A man just push off anybody we touch him. I don't like say look for Andre Gray. I say Andre Gray. We know why you near me. The man just push off anybody we touch
He
him.
didn't acknowledge
So,
him. That's what I saw. He didn't acknowledge him.
the man no business, but the man just a celebrate because him upset. The man frustrated. We shouldn't get to that point the way Mafia where him not play and he come on and score the last minute. I don't think there was anything in that celebration, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man
man.
just a thing. He just happy he score.
We don't want to go back over it. We don't want to go back over it.
Yeah.
We there how much? Yeah, we passed that long time. Cataract
Yeah,
from
what's a
that.
Honduras team, you know?
Oh, the game I go 3-2.
Me, I watch a killer Honduras team.
Yeah.
Coach, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah, Cataract mentioned something earlier in terms of the situation or the events that led to Gray coming onto the field. Now, granted, him probably should have come up on the field earlier, based on who we see go on that game. But you think it right for a player in our national team decide for walk going in a tunnel because him not get to go on the field, and then the assistant coach have to probably go to the head coach to try to get him on. You think
But you can't listen to what
right?
Cataract said. Cataract had interpreted his way. He probably never walk on nowhere. Cataract just said that.
Oh, so
I never that Cataract say neither, you know. Cataract say Andre Gray warm up. And when tell we earlier is that Andre Gray warm up for like 40 whatever minutes. And them take the substitution card and give it to the other youth, Walker, however you want name. And the assistant coach. The assistant coach.
The man said, Cataract, big man. Hey, man said, Cataract said, the man a warm up, other players get up off of the bench, warm up and go on before him, and then the player turn and I go to the tunnel, and then the assistant coach take the paper from Lamar Walker and get Gray name on it and put him on the field. At that man, sir, brother.
Yeah, but guess what? We not run with that because we not have no concrete.
You know what that man
we not run with that.
Listen to that.
We're not going with that.
Coach, he was a problem, coach. He was warming up even before players who got substituted before him, right? So he went to warm up. He was warming up for, I'm telling you guys, a long time. It's not like you're warming up, because you know when they put all the players to warm together, like 20 minutes into the game, and then in the second half they warm up. He was warming up by himself for a long time. He went and almost like sit down, then he went back and warm up again. Players warm up, go on the field, and he was still warming up. He was warming up for a long time. It didn't make sense. Why send the warm up if you're not going to put him on the field?
Yeah, but Kanky, that make it right for your player.
No. I said it earlier, which is no player should be bigger than the team. And
Yeah,
it's disrespectful if you're going to be, you can take your grievance out after the game. You can have a discussion with the coach because players do that, right? We get frustrated, just like Fleming showed his frustration. But you can't disrespect the team by going out of tunnel. You shouldn't be playing for the team again if you do that. You shouldn't play for the team.
Yeah, if that is the case. But we don't want to talk about it. But we heard that he was warming for a long while. But me no.
He was warming for a long. It's a long.
Me don't see saying that warm fella, but
Yeah,
Cataract have a different view from us because he was in the stadium. Me don't know where Cranky see.
No,
Cranky.
Cataract was sitting. We're great. I was on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Was looking. Cataract sit behind the coach's bench, you know.
Okay,
so
okay.
Looking down on what's transpiring right below him.
Okay,
I'm sitting on the opposite side of them, actually.
Okay, so he might have a better view, but as I said before, we don't want to run with that because we're not so certain. Same thing with the comment from earlier where caused a little issue, so we don't want to run with that. So let's look at the positives, gentlemen. For me, 3 points in the quarterfinal. We showed heart because we pressed. Hold on, what Cataract said? Big man think the man are warm from Hector Buckberg. Jesus. Yeah, man. We say my warm for long, man. We believe that, man.
Hector Buckberg.
That's a long time.
That's not fair, Cataract, because he sat down after Burke recovered. So that's not true. It wasn't continuous warm. It was warm, then go sit down.
Cranky say Cataract. Cranky say warm and then sit down and then warm. So remember, I know another forward get hurt. He must be warm. Done. Right, Devon?
Exactly.
Right, Devon?
If I next,
see him like when a goalkeeper get hurt. The next man get up on a warm, you know. So nothing wrong with that. So
probably the man burn up, man.
Anyways, we were saying that we get 3 points into the quarterfinal. I think we showed guts to get back that pressing that we were doing to get back that winning goal. Any other positive that we?
Here's the problem, coach. Here's the problem, coach. So you're talking about a team that's won 2 consecutive games, and all you can say is that we showed heart and we won. That's not a good story. That's not a good story.
Yeah, but Cranky.
But Cranky
against Guadeloupe and Suriname.
But gentlemen, come on, man. Hold on, we dissect all of the issues them that we see in that game.
Transition, we won 4 games.
Hold on, too many persons talking.
The point you're making, coach, is this: is that we haven't taken away from the game what we're looking for, which is we want to see a team that's cohesive, that's controlling the ball, that have possession, that's progressing the ball, that's creating opportunities based on something that we hope is going to be sustainable. What we're seeing is a disparate playing, which is all over the place, nothing cohesive, and your summary is right.
But Cranky, but Cranky, we talked about all of those issues.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm making a point to you, which is this. In summary, you're saying it all, which is we played it hard and we scored. That's not a good story.
Yeah, but I hear Formula coming with another point.
Positive.
Another positive.
Yes, man. There's another positive, man. The back line look 3-3, but it's very.
No. We're not talking about defense. We agree the defense has played well.
Yeah.
The only positive.
Huh?
Literally, the only positive I would take from this game is that boy named Lowe is an absolute beast. Not only after him come back from that injury, you guys remember the run where Lowe run from the right hand side and swinging 2 crosses?
Yep.
That boy Lowe is an absolute beast. That's the only positive we can take.
So you were watching me.
Only man is square. And it's sad.
Look, I think Burke also was very, very good yesterday.
I think he played his position well, and he was rewarded with a goal. So it's not like he scored a goal and he wasn't playing well. He was doing the off the ball movement, turning inside out.
Well. Yep.
Yeah, man.
I say it from my channel, and people beat me in my comment section.
If Burke deserve another star. You understand? If you play Burke If him play Burke and he not play Andre Gray, we will put me on up in the air and say, all right, Burke deserve that start there. But don't play Burke and Shamar together. Don't play Burke and Andre together. Put somebody that can play midfield in the midfield. Please. May I beg you. Me and a man tell him I beg $100 say Tapa start Shamar next game.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I wouldn't be surprised.
100 US.
Snip say now come in.
You see it, man. So of course,
Am I wrestling, man?
The thing nice, Jano, the thing nice. Trust me.
I rest him.
But differently still, looking ahead, who you think? So you notice a positive not to take 5 minutes, you know. On no savage, you know.
Look,
you know.
I think fans have high expectations.
Yeah.
And those high expectations are not being met, and that's what we won, right? It's amazing where you won 2 games, and yet we're disappointed, which is not supposed to be the case, right? But we have very high expectations. We're not going to play in the Gold Cup. We want to win the Gold Cup. We expect to win the Gold Cup, especially given the lesson. The team have been lessons from Mexico and the US. They're not bringing their strongest team. We expect to do better. We expect to dominate, and we're not dominating.
You know what it's like?
You know, side of the room, you know, the expectation from even some of the US fans, you know. The expectations from some of the US fans is great for they say that Jamaica is gonna win because whatever. So that is also there.
Yeah. You know what parallel I can draw from a Jamaica situation right now? It's like the array of talent that England has in the midfield. Yet say Gareth Westgate are play Declan Rice and Phillips together. That's how me see it right now. You just waste the ability to push forward and play some decent, wonderful football by playing them 2 men together. And that's the parallel I would draw to say you have such a wonderful array of talent. The first in a while that we pull together such decent amount of footballers. Use the man them, fam.
Yeah, I don't have a problem playing the 2.
Remember,
I have a problem not playing a 10, not playing a true 10. That's my concern. So it's not that they're playing the 2 defensive midfielders. A lot of people employ that, right?
Yeah.
It's that
true.
10, that connector between the 2 defensive midfielders and the forward line. You need that person, that engine, to really make it all work. That catalyst to make it all work, and we don't have that currently.
Yeah, but don't be surprised. One of the things that I find.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
One of the things that I remember in the lead up, we were all sort of speaking, and Frankie was very particular about this, the fact that we play this counter-attack football, and Frankie always makes the point, you play counter-attack when you realize the other team is better than you, and you're trying to get a result. We've played counter-attack football these 2 years. I have a real problem with that, because we're supposedly playing teams that we should be going on the field better than. Why are we playing counter-attack football? That's a problem I have.
Michael, they can't play fluid football because they don't have the personnel who is going to track back when they lose possession of the ball to defend, and the back line will
I know that. I'm asking why. Because you had the opportunity, you picked the squad.
I agree.
What did you pick the squad for if you're not intending to play the football you're capable of?
I agree with Port Official.
Players.
No, with Port Official, which is Maggie needs to get his chance. It's time.
Absolutely, he needs to be on the field.
Yeah. We don't know what is happening, but if he's fully fit,
if he's there, then
we should forget that game.
I think he will play the next game.
If Shamar can't play, Maggie definitely can play. He can't do no worse.
I think he will get to play.
Who do we prefer to play though? I see this question being asked since night. Who do we prefer to play? A Canada or a US team in the quarter?
I prefer play Canada.
I prefer play Canada too.
Why?
I would rather play the US and get rid of them from early.
Michael. But the thing about it is that they're going to get rid of you.
The US is very organized.
So we are playing. We're saying Canada because we want a deeper run. Is that the case?
We play tentatively and live to fight another day.
so it's a deeper run we're looking for then.
Yes, yes.
And the
More
US teams
games
have
than
discovered
that.
the
Get
diversity.
prepare for the World
And
Cup
listen,
qualifiers.
it's a team in transition right now. And the further they go, they can get better and more dangerous. And this is what I'm looking for.
Mr. Porter, though, I've been hearing this team has been in transition for a while now, Mr. Porter. I've been hearing that for a
No,
while.
I farm like they're permanent transition. They're permanent transition in Canada.
No. Devon is right. No, Devon is right though. This team is in transition because
Which team? The Canadian
Birdman,
team? The Canadian team?
yeah, man,
No,
the Canadian
Jamaica
team.
team.
Oh,
Jamaica team
transition. Lord of mercy, we're not in transition, man. Transition suggests a starting point and a destination. I don't think I'd have those exist.
How old is Samar? How old is Samar, Nicholson?
About 24. 23, 24.
I mean, people that talk about him is a good talent. A grown man that now, you know, man. The man that no more talent, you know. Talent at 17 and 18, you know. A old man this, you know. This man supposed to have put forth the best footballer in his career right now, moving into him 27, you know. You understand? So this shouldn't be a case where we are talking about Maggie is a great talent. You understand?
Yeah.
But this man, yeah, no, a grown man, this a man. The pass, when pass back the ball. I give no experience of what. We're on the live with Mincy, right? And me I watch the TV, so me a little bit ahead of them. And when Shamar kick with the goal, oh my God. Me nearly mash up everything in my house. Me can imagine how cranky them
Which
was.
one?
Oh no!
Which
I'm
one?
telling you, you had
Which
to
one?
a photo official.
Yeah.
You had to be in the stadium because they tight. You know when you expect something and everybody go up,
Yeah.
and then just come down. All the ear gets let out.
Yeah.
People couldn't believe he missed that goal. Actually, that was a bad
Which one? Cranky, which one you couldn't believe he couldn't score?
Listen,
No, the one he kicked over the
watching.
bar. So the first one he missed with his left foot. I can understand that he wasn't balanced, but the second one, the one he kicked over the bar, that was a really bad one. Because he leaned back instead
All
of
I'm doing
tap
is
the ball in the goal.
I'm watching, and the commentary was in Spanish, which I don't understand. But me knows a bad word, cause because listen, even when they went and like they panned the stadium, you know. Listen, I don't even need to know what the people are saying. You just see every other word was a bad word, man. I've never seen so many upset people ever.
Yeah, it was a bad miss.
It was horrid, man.
And the stadium wasn't even half full.
No, it was only 6,000 fans. You know, they have promoted the event. I see signs for the Arsenal coming here and Everton game, and for the Orlando team. I don't see signs for Kakakau around the place, which is interesting. Actually, they didn't promote it well. Not that Jamaica didn't promote the tournament well.
All right, gentlemen, I jump off for the night. Bless up on yourself. You have people in Miami to report it tomorrow morning.
All right, all the best, brother. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
So we're coming now. Basically, we can't shut it down, you know.
All right.
Because man, we basically cover most of this stuff. Yeah. Man, so it's been just to say that trust me, it has been a wonderful evening with the people, everybody, the panelists and the people in the comment section. Those who are watching and not saying anything, pick up yourself as well. It's been a nice little one tonight. Yeah,
so
we had a lot of laugh.
Before we go, since we reached the next round already, we guarantee a spot in the next round. Do you think the coach must go into this game with an open mind and said we're gonna appease the Jamaican fan and play some attacking football?
I don't think the coach is trying to play negative football. I think it's a misconception. I think what the coach needs to do is this. Look, some players don't get a chance. The coach should think about what's my team for the next round, right? And at some point, that team needs to be on the field. But also have to give other people a chance to play. Because you don't want to go to a tournament, don't even get 1 minute when you've reached the second round already. I don't think we have a preference about playing the US or Canada. So it's not like you're trying to position yourself for the next round. So we should get everybody on the field to give them a chance to play, but at the same time, think about what's my team going to look like, what strategy I'm trying to employ for the next round, and make sure at least for half an hour or 45 minutes, that team is on the field playing together. So whether you want to play taxi, or whether you want to play Gray, or you want to play McGee, whoever he wants to play, make sure they're on the team at the same time for at least half the game. But all the players should get a chance to run out. I think Boza should play 2 games, and Beatty can watch the game. Frankly, they both can watch.
Who haven't played yet? Tyreek
hasn't played, no.
O'Neal.
No man, Fisher played.
O'Neal came on in the first half.
Oh yeah. So everybody's supposed to play except Tyreek.
I just Tyreek alone, man. I think Tyreek hasn't played.
Yeah.
So we need to unveil
and the next goalkeeper then.
And Dylan
the
Barnes
goalkeeper them, yeah. And Mariappa too.
Maps are playing yet?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Maps hasn't played. Maps was warming up because he thought Lowe was going to be out because Lowe got injured. Lowe recovered. Lowe looked like he was going to be stretched off,
Yeah,
amazing recovery, actually.
Yeah.
And I think they should rest him
in fact, they called a change,
Yeah, because Mariappa was right there on the line. Yeah, man.
He waved it off.
Yeah, he waved it off.
Well,
all right, so gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Females, ladies, gentlemen, big up on yourself, and the children who were on, big up on yourself. Thanks again for another wonderful night on the coach's desk. Definitely, this is the second night of the triple treat. We continue tomorrow night, and then of course Tuesday is the game. So we have a lot to talk about. So big up on yourself again. As I normally say, take care. Yeah. And
team to watch, Honduras.
Yeah. Big up on yourself, people. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.